Hello and welcome everyone to another exciting session of Platinum Watch. I am your ever-present Dungeon Master Walkmaniac C, and together with me tonight are my... Sorry about that, got a lot of hiccups for some reason. My ever-present role players. Going down the line of people I can see on my computer screen, we have the Hawk Abridged playing his new character Talasoon.
Hello, everyone. I hope I don't disappoint.
Stormstage 13 playing his old character and new character and all-around best boy character, Merrick.
I'm just happy to be here.
Zodiac Sec 19 playing his old character slash new character slash all-around best boy, Reno Mishorm.
Here we go! It's been a while.
Red Beast playing his new boy, who is... class is kind of the same as the old boy, but not quite because multi-classing. Gallus, whose last name I can't pronounce, so I'm not gonna try.
Gallus Mogulas, I will disappoint.
And last but certainly not least, we have Vexdoll24 playing his new character, Usaperic.
Oh, that's who I'm playing today? Okay.
I mean, look, man, I don't have time for the fucking gotcha machine that is your character sheet library.
It grows every day.
That's who he's playing for now.
I'm just, honestly, I'm expecting next campaign for Vex to just be like, alright, and here is my literal person who is a gachapon machine who just spits out new characters every session.
I have Walker, you know this for a fact. I've come up with a character that is essentially 6 characters.
I do, unfortunately. When last we left off, our party had ventured into the Feywild, arriving to sort out an issue that had been occurring on the material plane, specifically in the wake of the Conclave of Courts on the Feywild. Rifts had been opening in the kingdom of Silverbark on Volta, and elves were mysteriously disappearing through it, as well as strange creatures were popping out of it, only to be seen return to the rifts a few days later. The party, investigating these disappearances as well as trying to seek alliances with some of the more powerful Archfey of the courts, ventured into the Feywild to try and secure passage into the Conclave so that they might find what is going on. The party encountered a large gateway that was shrouded in what seemed to be a wall of force, and Yuza, being able to perform some nifty translations, was able to crack the gate open and get the party inside, where they were confronted by a series of goblins, which the party absolutely wrecked the shit of because they're level 13 and these guys are goblins. Proceeding past that, they found a room full of these magic crystals that seemed to hum with various forms of arcane energy, each one representing a different school of magic, and each one seemed to have like its own resonance frequency, much like a musical melody. Interested in these, they started chipping some of them off the wall before causing the ire of a crystal golem, which confronted them, and upon being confronted, they returned the crystals to the golem, who let them safely pass through his mountain to the other side, where they met a archfey who only referred to themselves as the Witch of the Woods. She quickly ensnared the party in a trap, and then ran them through a series of questions and tasks, whereas at the end, she decided to create a more lethal trap, saying that one person would step forward and the others would have to wait, and whatever happened next would hinge on the fate of the person who stepped forward. And as such, Gallus stepped forward almost immediately, and other party members who were ready to step forward but not as quick on the draw because, you know, monk feet are now bound by what appears to be a ring of deathcap mushrooms. That is where we now pick up. Gallus, you are walking towards the pool in the center of this grove, where the Witch of the Woods seems to be back sitting on her throne of mycelium.
Okay.
Oh, please, no need for formalities. Stand right in the center.
Oh.
I'm just
Okay.
gonna ping it right there. Yep. Get right all up in
Alrighty.
it. And as you step out onto the pond, the ring of dandelions begins to kind of like curve and curl, vines forming a bridge for you to walk out to the center island, which is ringed by lotus flowers of various colors and hues.
Quite lovely.
And as you stand there, the lotus flowers immediately wilt and die, dropping into the pool as the dandelions grow up around you, kind of forming similar to a court podium. So you are now basically ringed by these. You can still sort of see your allies, but they can no longer see you. And she looks directly at you and goes, "Well then, I believe the arrangement for this final round was similar to the first, a question for a question. Let us see what you require or desire."
I extend the first question to you.
If I were to extend you the invitation of being allowed into the Conclave to pursue whatever business was on your agenda, would you be willing to submit to an item on my agenda?
Point of clarification, me, myself, or we, the party?
You, the party.
We still have telepathy up from last session, right? User may...
I do believe, yes, user cast telepathic... Was it telepathic link or telepathic bond?
Telepathic bond.
Yeah, so y'all can communicate in the brain.
Okay. So I relay that question to the party to get their thoughts on it, just so I can give an honest answer. Are we willing to do a favor for this one?
I mean, Rando, you have more experience with the Fae. What do you say about that?
Which part?
This
all of it?
She's willing to grant us access to the Conclave in exchange for an item on her list. Is that something worth pursuing?
Well, a favor for a favor is how all Fae go. The only problem is they might ask something that is more morally struggling to you than anything that you would have them do. So be ready, if you do accept the favor, just be ready to push yourself more so than you'd mentally expect.
Wait,
So be
why
it.
why can't we trust the Fae exactly?
They like to play games.
They do more than play games. They call it games, but it's more of a trial of you. Basically, what they plan on doing is, well, for example, they might have you get into said place that we're trying to get into, but we got to kill somebody. They could be good, they could be bad, we don't know.
They could also allow us to gain access, but make it more difficult for us to complete our objective.
Mm-hmm.
So they're deceptive?
Putting it lightly, yes.
And what happens if you break a deal in the Feywild?
But
I don't know. I have not broken a deal yet, so I don't want to know.
I can safely say it is a bad thing if you break a deal.
Understood.
Are we willing to barter with this one? She said an item on her list. All I
I
got
would
to do
say
is
it
say,
depends on the item.
yeah, all she asked was an item. If we do not approve of the item, we could renegotiate.
I mean, simply answering it depends on what's being asked. That's an honest answer.
It is. So, Gas.
I highly doubt they're going to give you an answer to that.
Fair.
Plus, with the I doubt the item could be more than just an item.
I look at the witch and go, depending on what you ask, he be willing to assist.
But see, therein lies the problem for you. You don't have any leverage. Right now, I hold everything that you want to get out of this conclave. And you have nothing to offer me. So in this instance, anything I ask is a much better price than trying to get in the hard way. While the Spring Court is known for being more idyllic than many of the other courts in this realm, I can assure you supremely that if you try and break into their kingdom without proper authorization, they would not hesitate to see you strung up by your innards. In a delightful display, of course. They would arrange you most beautifully.
Guys, thanks for a moment. I wonder how that would look beautiful. I've never considered that. Well, I'm sure an arrangement can be made between you and our party.
Of course.
Am I to understand that that is you offering your assistance in exchange for a quid pro quo?
That is correct. That was the agreed upon request. I give you passage to the conclave and admittance, and you owe me a favor at a later date. Is that not an agreeable request?
Agreed.
Very well. Then we have a deal. And she extends her hand, and you watch as the lotuses bloom back up from the bottom of this pond and reshape themselves into the shape of a hand as it comes towards yours.
I shake it, and then I look at her. The game is not yet over. I haven't asked my question.
Of course you haven't. By all means, fire away.
I fiddle with a note in my pocket and just ask, do you know by chance the attendees at this court?
I do indeed. From all realms, whether it be the courts of the Fae or their attendants, servants, human delegates, etc. I have a full guest list, and for those of you looking for events, I do have the itinerary.
Well, if we're going to this event to assist you, I think that list may be very useful for us.
Perhaps. Very well. I will be willing to part with the list on a secondary condition.
What would that condition be, I wonder?
That you do not put your tasks before my own. The favor that I will call in at a later date for your passage into the conclave will take utmost precedence in your batch of priorities. And should the guest list have anyone that intrigues you, interests you, or you wish to pursue, whether in a diplomatic sense or a, and she looks over y'all's weapons, less savory sense, it does not get in the way of my goals and my tasks. I believe that's a stellar agreement.
But what if us not completing our objective first somehow causes great harm to your objective?
Well, then I guess you should complete my objective with great haste and priority so that you can get to what you want to do.
Clever.
I try to be.
I do not think we will need that list. I will just be vigilant.
Very well. Well, you have asked your question, and I have asked mine, and a deal is struck. So I do believe. And you watch as the lotuses quickly wrap around your wrist and actually form like a decorative kind of like banded, kind of like. Did anyone ever? Oh, this is gonna sound really dumb. Did anyone ever like braid? I can't remember what the hell they're called. The little white flowers.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, like a daisy chain. That's what I'm thinking of.
I went to summer camp. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it forms that around your wrist, but instead of daisies, it's lotuses.
Around all our wrists?
Just yours.
Okay.
Specifically on the hand that you shook the other hand with.
Cool. Thank you very much. I will confer with my group, and then we'll be happy to go Conclave.
Very well. And she waves her hand, and you watch as the dandelion wall comes down and a bridge reforms to take you back from this little island in the center of the pond back to the other side. So you may confer with your party.
Good news. We have an invitation to the Conclave.
Oh, that's great.
She made me a friendship bracelet.
That,
Brando, is that a good thing?
I'm gonna roll because I don't trust it.
Roll high, man.
Is this inside of her nature?
Can Tala like assist because Tala's just like paranoid as hell after what Rando said?
Guidance.
Oh yeah, I have guidance.
Yeah, I was about to say, what are you assisting with and what are you rolling?
I'm rolling to for the insight on the bracelet itself.
I'm just gonna cast Detect Magic.
Yeah, I was about to say, so you're going to sense the intention of flowers.
I think the druid, I think nature is the skill you're looking for.
Yeah, or better yet, insight the person that did the thing versus the
I thought it was-
flowers.
Wing.
Well, I was gonna say I'm rolling insight on what it means.
Then you're still rolling insight on the person. You're not
Okay.
like you're
Nah,
not
man,
trying.
man, the flower's up to no shit. The
Yeah,
flower's
no,
up
like
to no good.
like Rando, you're not like.
No,
Fucking,
I-
you're not Assassin's
This flower-
Creed eagle visioning this fucking shit. You're just seeing, is this have another meaning?
A
Yes.
wall is before
flower-
you.
Jesus.
I incite the third brick on the right.
The flower's sentient.
Look,
and
it's
stuff.
been a long time. Okay.
Oh,
Oh, says no, God, and stabs us.
Yeah, no. Gallus like takes a sip of the wrong goblet, and the lotuses just go. The flowers send their regards, and snap his
Okay.
wrist.
I cast Suggestion on the flower.
It's a 17.
Guys, my wrist has a gun.
Can
A se- a
Tala
17.
assist with the paranoia?
Zone of Paranoia.
I said yes.
Alright, so does he get like an extra thing from Tala
It's a D4.
assisting him? Or...
It's a D4 guidance if you're using guidance.
Yes, guidance. Use guidance, Rando.
I'll let you know. Merrick wants to insight the grass. I rolled a 1 on my nature check.
Alright, so altogether I rolled a 21.
Yeah, there's definitely some ulterior motive going on.
Does
What do
my
you
Detect
see
Magic
with your elven eyes?
bring it up as magic?
You casting here's the thing. You casting Detect Magic doesn't really do anything because the whole area's magic.
Yeah, we're in
It's the
Chernobyl.
Feywild.
That is true.
But yeah, no, it's magic. The dandelions are magic. The water's magic. The grass is magic.
I just go blind.
It's literally just like it's literally just like pulling the pin on a flashbang on yourself. You're like, detect magic. Oh god!
God damn it!
Okay.
I forgot what plane we were on.
Walker, check the chat for like 2 seconds.
I've been.
As soon as Ava gets back, I'm quoting that.
If you do, I will kill your character. Zero hesitation. For real this time.
Okay,
I mean,
choose
we've
an
already
action out
told
the window. Never mind, guys.
It's
We
fine.
tried.
It's fine. Ilok's already dead.
So,
Yeah, twice.
do I know what the meaning, like what the meaning is?
No.
I'm assuming it's
Gaz assumes that it means is a symbol of a contract, essentially.
yeah.
Yeah, with a 21, you know that it's definitely there for a reason. You just don't know what the reason is because it's a Fey, and they're pretty good at hiding their intentions.
I'm pretty sure it's like that thing from Hunter x Hunter where Four Eyes puts the string around Gon's finger to make sure he doesn't use Nen.
Yeah.
I imagine it's that.
It's okay, we're friends now. She made me a friendship bracelet.
Boom.
Random be
Guaranteed.
like,
Guaranteed there's a fire.
No, that would be silly. We're friends.
Breaks. Boom.
Rando,
Ah,
is this
yes,
a
I
good
see.
thing?
The biggest of oof.
okay, so long story short, probably shouldn't mess with it too much. I'm assuming it's some form of binding of your contract.
That's fair.
Tattle just puts the blowtorch she'd pulled out to cut it off his arm away.
Yes, because blowtorches exist.
Where did you get that stick of
Yeah, it's called
TNT?
Burning Hands.
It's a very small tiefling.
Death to all of you.
Ouch.
It's a small tiefling with a hacksaw. That's all it is.
I feel insulted.
It's an imp.
Or-
It's an imp.
Or a very short dragonborn.
Anyway, so is your party done conferring?
Yes. I just wanted to also mention, when we get to this party, keep your eyes about you.
Of course.
I think Eclipse has beaten us here.
Wait, really?
Wait. Why'd you say that?
What? No, that's crazy.
I mean, I just
Great.
I've been just going on the assumption that Eclipse is ahead of.
I mean, it's almost like she said that there's delegations from all over the world.
Yes, but I know for a fact that
That's not true. She said from multiple worlds.
but also, I know for a fact they're here. So be cautious.
Great. Well, better go sharpen my scimitar.
As
Yes,
Merrick
that's a good
slowly
decision.
draws his sword, know for a fact they're here, do you?
Yes,
I
Ichabod
kid.
told me.
Snack.
I kid.
Don't, yes, Ichabod told me.
Your owl's weird.
Ichabod straightens his delightful bow tie.
Yes, good, good. Ichabod, good. You've dressed for the occasion. We're going to a party.
Ichabod uses his familiar powers to conjure a tiny top hat
Excellent. Good, Ichabod. Yes.
and some spats for his talons.
Excellent.
Your owl is
You-
better dressed than me.
You can all learn a thing or two from Ichabod.
I realize I've basically just made your owl Scrooge McDuck, and I'm kind of okay with this.
Same. Like, 100%. B.O.B. I got commission Alan for my fucking owl.
I cast
need
auto
Ichabod as
irresistible
Scrooge
dance on the owl.
Yeah.
So yeah, we have finished all conversing.
Neat. So she then takes you to another section of her forest. And as she guides you, you notice that her... Oh, geez, sorry. Still have the hiccups for some reason. Okay. You notice that her cloak kind of billows even though there's no wind.
I actually got the cloak and billowing.
And she leads you to kind of this large, very deep pool of water that has these bioluminescent fish swimming around in it and around the edges. There are these brilliant, blooming, multicolored lotuses that seem to also have that similar bioluminescence in this kind of darkened hollow. And she kind of gestures her hands, and you watch as, like, purple sparkles of energy kind of form around her fingertips as she traces symbols through the air, conjuring forth this large circle that seems to rise out of the water. It is about 50 feet in diameter, and has intricate rune carvings across it. You can tell that this is a teleportation circle.
Interesting. That's good.
And she gestures you all to step out onto it.
Well, why would my best friend, who has made me a friendship bracelet, put me in any harm whatsoever? Ava goes on in.
Gallus goes on in.
Damn it!
Yeah, dude, you gotta get your characters straight.
I miss Ava. Okay. Also,
I'm sorry. I've apologized.
Yeah, and besides, it's not like
Monster.
yeah, and it's not like you hear Hawks calling him his character Trappet.
That'd be kind of weird.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I haven't done that shit yet.
it's
No,
coming,
no, it'd be
dude.
actually worth considering what Tala wants to do.
Yeah.
I think it might be an issue that you're playing a second monk.
No, that has nothing to do with it.
I'm honestly
Gallus.
see. Here's the thing,
Wait.
Storm. The second that you ever call Roland Blackhand, Red's gonna have your ass. Like he's just gonna be like, "Ha! Not so
I'm
easy
just-
now, is it?"
Man, I'm waiting.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Yes.
Is Gallus bald too?
No,
No,
he's
he
not.
has a-
He
he has
has.
a-
He has hair.
I was like,
Does he have a
Red-
shirt?
I was
Yes.
about to say, Red, are you playing yourself?
He also has a magnificent big black beard.
Does he have mad editing talent?
No.
No. He.
Wait, did you say he has a back beard?
No, he
No,
has.
no,
he,
no,
has
no,
a-
he
he
has-
has an amazing beard, and the color is black. Is what he said.
Okay, I was like,
Yeah, does
what?
Gallus have a working sleep schedule?
Actually, yeah,
Oh,
he's very
man,
good at self care.
That's it. That's a
Yeah,
good
this is
one.
kind of the opposite of Red, actually.
Yeah.
It's like, does he have mad editing skills? No, unfortunately, he got fired from the local newspaper.
You guys suck.
Badooch.
Love you too, buddy.
Oh, love
But yeah, as you step out onto the water, the surface is like flat. It feels like solid ground.
Yuza is just vehemently trying to write down as much of the teleportation circle as she can.
I mean, how long does it actually take you, like in game, to transcribe a teleportation circle?
I have no fucking idea.
Let's find
Okay.
out.
I imagine say on the spell.
Yeah, I imagine it would say on the spell for teleportation.
Instantaneous, actually. Like, he can just do it like
No,
that.
I mean,
it's so weird.
It's the fact of copying. When you first gain the ability. Oh, 1 minute! Wow, that
After studying for 1 minute, yeah.
that
That's-
takes no time. That's frustrating. So yeah, 1 minute
It's
passes.
it's
and-
free real estate.
1 minute passes, and you now have the teleportation circle for this section of the Autumn Courts, Feywild. So now.
She's just feverishly writing down like SpongeBob trying to write his essay.
So now, if you ever have to cast plane shift again, you can actually specify this location.
Yeah. Oh, I should start. I should write these locations down. I have.
that's a good idea, actually. Write that shit down.
Yeah, write that shit down.
I'll put it. Okay, I'll put it here.
Remind me to make a OneNote.
This deep into the campaign? Oh, God.
I'd like to point out, Tala is just going along. She has no idea what the fuck's happening right now.
What's her name, Walker? What was the name she gave us? The Witch of the Woods.
Witch of the Woods.
Yeah, Tala's just like, yes, this totally makes sense. This is totally what I was prepared for.
I also love how, and this is a bit off topic, I have recently stopped shaving to try and grow out my beard. And I love how it doesn't even seem to be filling in, it just seems to be getting longer. So the area where my mustache is doesn't even look thick or full, it just looks long.
Aw.
So it's just, at this point, like, occasionally dipping into my mouth, and I'm like, I hate talking right now. So
Okay,
yeah,
I'm good.
y'all step out onto the teleportation circle, and she joins you. And then, with a wave of her hand, she casts teleportation circle and teleports you all away to the secondary location. Whoa, crazy.
Magic.
You find yourselves in this verdant green forest, with large oaken trees and these large sunflower-like plant structures that seem to be what certain constructs are resting on. Specifically, the teleportation circle you find yourselves on now, which is much, much larger, it is about 150 feet in diameter, is resting on top of one of these sunflower-like structures, overseeing this large embankment of rivers that seem to be flowing through one another. And there are these small pods around the edge of the sunflower that almost look like God, I wish I actually knew the name for these things. We always called them like helicopter seeds because they'd like pop off.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Those annoying enemies from Zelda.
Yeah, they look like that, and you can just hop into one, and you see other people like are arriving on the teleportation circle, hopping into them, and then they kind of propeller down, land in the river, and they seem to be drifting off to their next location.
There's some questions.
I curiously write down this one too.
Galeth puts his arms up in the air. It's like, what the hell? How come when I first came here, the place of the Feywild I was in looked like complete shit?
Did you go to the dark?
He might have gone to the Feydark, yeah. Bad move.
Maybe I don't know.
Yeah, this is kind of what I remember.
So wait, you said there's other teleportation circles around us that people are using?
No, there's just one giant teleportation circle that's about
Okay, so other people are arriving on the same one we're on.
Yeah, it's about 100
Okay.
It's about 150 feet in diameter.
Okay, well, I imagine that takes me more than a minute.
Yeah. I mean, unless you want to cast fly and just get a bird's eye view to write it down.
She has wings.
Don't tempt me.
Oh yeah, you have wings.
Yeah, that's true. I don't even need them. I don't
Just
need
like,
fly.
whoosh.
Oh yeah, that's why I don't need. That's why I didn't take fly.
So
But
you
maybe
write it
the
all
rest of
down.
us-
And the Witch of the Woods hops into one of these
No way, I do have fly.
little helicopter pods. Specifically, she hops into one that looks a little nicer than the others, and is specifically facing in the southeastern direction.
We follow, I suppose.
Yep.
As you approach, you see this small, like, goblin shuffle up to you, and he's wearing, like, a what could best be described as only a tuxedo vest. And, like, a pair of, like, cargo shorts.
That's an interesting combo.
And he just walks up to you and goes,
Now.
Halt! What business do you have entering the royal carriage?
I don't think I like this person.
We are guests of the Witch of the Woods.
I must confirm this story. Do not move!
Sure.
And he kind of, like, shuffles off.
Tattle just leans in towards Merrick. Will I get in trouble if we kill him?
Probably. He looks official. He has a badge.
And he actually does.
Does teleporting count as moving?
Guys,
and he runs over to the Witch of the Woods and starts talking to her, and she is like, apologies. She gestures over to y'all and seems to be saying a few things back and forth. And he kind of nods and then shuffles on back to you and goes, "You are permitted."
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, my good sir.
Have a nice day. He just
I love this
shrieks.
guy.
Puberty will
Tattle
be
just
good for
visibly
you.
cringes at that.
Can we adopt him, guys? Can we adopt him?
I have too many family members already.
Lord Merrick, I implore you, please do not adopt this person.
Don't call me Lord, please. That's,
Merrick's like, ugh, nobility, disgusting. So yeah, you all take the helicopter seed down to the river, and the second it kind of lands in the river, You watch as the like fin of the helicopter like actually snaps up and forms a sail as you all begin sailing down this river, and it seems to be kind of steering itself.
Dun, 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 dun.
Come with me, and you'll see.
And I'm just gonna move y'all over to here.
No, wait, we're sailing down a river. I know what to do.
And she just looks at y'all and she goes, "So first off, let me formally welcome you to the lands of the Spring Court, the current location for this year's conclave."
It's quite lovely.
Oh, darling, you haven't seen anything yet. And on that note, I will drag you to the map that looks a lot nicer than this one.
Which one was I in again?
Huh?
Which area was Rando trapped in again?
Various?
The dark side.
Yeah, like there's no one singular location you were in. You kind of traveled to and from the Feywild in your time.
Okay.
But yeah, as you all begin to drift down, you begin to see what she's talking about. As you begin to drift through areas of vibrant color, various shades of yellows and blues and pinks and reds, purples and greens. Just these absolutely vibrant and lifelike flora. And you see a couple fauna as well that are unique and interesting. Specifically, you see a field of unicorns stampeding across the plains. You see various pegasi and small sprites frolicking about in the skies. And the waters here are a pure crystal blue. Absolutely see-through.
I'm just reminded of the Candy Land from a Shark Boy and Lava Girl.
Oh man.
Why you gotta go and hurt me like that?
Memories.
That was even like one dude. It's fine.
Yeah.
It's just 1 point of psychic damage. Relax.
Oh.
Trust me, everything looks beautiful, but just keep your guard up, guys.
It's like a snake. Bright
Neither
color, anything venomous is brightly colored to warn you that's dangerous.
And as you all continue to slowly drift down the river at a nice and calm kind of pace,
I don't think I've ever seen so many colors in my life.
I want a Pegasi. Mostly me, the player, but kind of use it too.
You have wings.
Yeah, and you have feet doesn't mean you don't ride a horse.
she's got you there, actually.
I was kind of hoping for that kind of a bottle. I'm not gonna lie.
That was awesome.
Milk opens his mouth to argue, and then realizes, yeah, she's right.
Just like, damn, she's got me.
Yeah.
There are no lies here.
I cast Cure Wounds on myself to fix that hurt.
to heal that sick burn.
No, man, you need less of rest for that.
Okay.
That's rough.
Ow.
Yeah, burn is a condition, remember?
Okay.
You need less of rest.
So you all get to right about here when you all see a small band of what look to be sprites and spriggans kind of rushing out of the wood past the bridge, blowing what appear to be war trumpets. And at first, there is some level of concern because you're like, well, shit, I thought we were invited. What the fuck is going on? And then as you round the bend and get past the tree line, you see exactly why they're blowing their war trumpets as a lumbering ogre begins to proceed across the bridge.
Oh, why did we not see this on our way down the river?
Because the tree line was blocking your view.
This force is much more dense than it looks.
Go away!
Milk looks over at the witch of the woods. To him. Is this something we need to be concerned with?
It's only as much concern as you wish to involve yourself with. Personally, I don't see any need to intervene for them, but...
Commander, permission to engage.
I'm also not the one who is here for truth and justice and the vault away, she kind of says mockingly. As you all continue to drift down the river, closer and closer.
Is it attacking anyone?
It's lumbering towards them, and the sprites and Spriggans seem to be preparing for conflict.
Excuse me, large one.
I cast Charm.
What's
Person.
up?
No, this is a terrible idea.
What did you
so
do?
Yuza said they cast Charm Person.
Yeah. Oh no, wait, troll. No wait, you said it was a troll.
Ogre.
Ogre. Oh, that's an iffy line. What? Ogres. I think ogres are humanoids. Well, let's find
I
out.
imagine they'd be monstrosities.
Let's consult the monster manual, shall we?
Oh,
Commander,
Whoever it is,
the-
we're going to need to make a deck save soon.
Lodge. I just want to point out that I called out to it.
Yes, you
Uh,
did.
yeah.
It's a giant? You
It's a
said ogre, right?
giant.
Ogre, yeah.
Yeah.
Giant.
Ogres are giants, yeah. So it's up to the TM whether that is enough humanoid.
Large giant. So yeah, this would not be humanoid.
Damn it. Okay.
This
Oh.
thing is a walking boy.
Commander, the pixies and Spriggans are cute. Can we not let them get killed by the ogre?
Personally, either way, it's questionable either way.
Large giant friend.
I mean, I'm casting Fairy Fire on it right now, so it needs to make a deck save.
Okay.
Oh
Wait,
no!
call him
Everybody roll initiative.
Okay.
Okay.
As Merrick has made your decision for you.
Like a true commander, I will follow them to the ends of the earth.
I mean, I put a Fairy Fire there as an option for anyone who wants to get involved.
Like a true commander, I will follow you to the ends of the earth. You immediately die. I've followed you to the ends of the earth. I hate you.
That is a. By the way, that is a nat 20 for my initiative.
Nice.
What is it?
Probably not gonna get us. So 23.
I was looking at my initiative. I was like, when did I get a +5 to my initiative? Oh wait, that's my proficiency bonus. That's less cool than I thought it was.
But you have a negative 20? How, Red? You're a monk.
No. That's
All
not
right,
my initiative.
I think I just
Damn,
rolled my
Zach.
best for the night. All right, have a good night,
Wow.
everybody.
Damn,
Rando just
Zach.
walks away.
Just drops the mic and walks off.
Wow,
Please.
shapes into a fish and just Celtics himself out.
It's like George from Seinfeld, leave him while you're got him laughing or whatever.
So yeah, that deck save is that 16 DC.
Would I have known not to cast Charm Person, or did I use the slot for that?
I'll say you would have known. I'm not
Okay.
gonna just willy
I
nilly
mean,
start.
it's a
cutting.
first level spell. Like,
Yeah, but that could be used for wonderful things like chromatic orb.
Or
I don't
burning
even think I have
hands.
Chromatic Orb.
How dare you?
Dude, Burning Hands
Wa-
is such a fun spell.
Walker, I told you this character is not a character that fights themselves.
Zach, I have it as a light domain cleric, and I've never had a chance to use it.
Bruh. How? How have you not used it?
I don't know. Like, I haven't had the chance yet.
No, Walker, the most damaging spell,
Here's
the only
your
damaging
chance.
spell I have for first level is Magic Missile, because Magic Missile.
Well, actually, the best way to say it is, now's your chance.
Ah! I'm filled with
Uh,
inspiration.
By the way, Tala, it is your turn. You are up first. You are still
Yay.
you are still within this pod that is floating down the river. What do you do?
Just around the riverbed.
So did he succeed in against Merrick's
The Fairy
attack?
Fire?
Oh
Yeah.
shit, that's what I was rolling for.
Yeah.
Yeah, he has to be at 16.
No, because that's a nat 1.
All attacks against this sucker is made with advantage.
He glitters. It's
Tala just
fire
kind of
free.
looks around. Maybe like how far are the small fae from the monster?
They are within about 45 feet. The first of them are within about 45 feet.
Okay, Tala is going to cast Ice Storm on him.
On him? Or them? I heard them.
Him.
Him, okay.
I mean, what's the radius on that thing?
That's why I was checking. It is a 20-foot radius.
Because we're going to be sailing into that.
What's that?
Like, are we going to be sailing
Yeah, but Ice
into
Storm's
that?
not continuous. It's...
Okay, it's 1 round. That's right. I always forget about that.
Yeah.
So what does he have to do?
He has to... Sorry, I'm pulling up my stuff. He must make a dex save.
I'm assuming an 8 doesn't beat your DC.
That does not.
Okay, then.
How did you know I had negative charisma?
I mean, with how badly I've been playing her, would you be surprised?
No.
I don't know. She's got this aura about her.
So,
Paladin's aura.
add my charisma.
Yes, thank you.
So the monster is taking 2d8 bludgeoning, so that is 10. It is taking...
Watch, this is the guest of honor that
Yeah,
was
20. It is taking 20 bludgeoning, and I need to roll my d6. 20 bludgeoning.
I was going to accept the dowry for my daughter's wedding.
And just 10.
Yeah.
You come
Do
to
I add,
me
for the
on day
cold
of my
damage,
death.
do I add my modifier to that, or is it just the straight cold damage?
No, it's straight cold damage.
Alright, so it just
I did away with adding modifiers to spells unless you're a warlock and have taken agonizing.
Even if the spell says so?
If the spell says so, then you know what? Go
Wait,
for
so
it.
should I add my modifier to the bludgeoning damage then? Because I did. Because I
No.
usually do.
No, unless the spell says otherwise, you don't add
Yeah,
modifiers.
unless the spell says
Okay.
otherwise. So unless it's like
Alright, so it takes 15 bludgeoning and 15 cold.
so 30 damage. That's some spicy damage. Yeah, it didn't like that.
It's like, please, sir, leave the small fairies alone.
It turns in your direction and roars angrily.
Go get him, Commander.
What?
Go get him, Commander. Commander,
What?
I'm stuck on a boat.
I believe in you, Rando.
Go get him, Gallus.
And I like that no one has decided to try and leave the boat.
Hey, it's not my...
Where am I gonna go?
I mean,
Hey, trust me, I'm jumping off this boat first thing.
Okay,
I mean,
I am immediately... No, I'm not going
I
to
still
how
have,
deep is the water?
Never mind.
You would guesstimate about about 40 or 50 feet deep.
Walker, I was going to see if I could, since I didn't use my movement or anything, if I could fly off the boat.
Yeah, you could do that. I was waiting for you to use your movement. I'm like, all right.
I was trying to. People started talking.
That's
Would-
fair.
Would Merrick
You know-
be opposed if
Hold
Tala
on,
just
hold on,
carried him
Rando.
over to shore?
I would not be opposed to that, no.
Tala is going to activate her wings and carry her and Merrick to shore.
There you go.
But the other shore, the one that's near the monster.
Oh man! Wow. Oh jeez.
I was trying to. My computer's fucking up.
Stop being drunk, Tala.
I can't click on the map. God damn it! I can't even move Tala.
That doesn't seem like a me problem. That's still sounding like a whole lot of you problem.
Hold tight, Commander.
Okay,
Tell us
Rando,
your-
you're.
Just hold tight. And
Um,
drop.
I need to read something here.
Yes, you do.
So my wand of morphs.
Mm-hmm.
Are we finally breaking out the T-Rex strat?
I was definitely thinking about it. I'm not gonna lie.
I don't think we need the T-Rex strat for an ogre.
Finally, Merrick assumes his final form once again.
We have
Hold on.
talked about using that thing in so many things.
I actually want to see where this is going. Let's find out.
So
Mm-hmm.
I can transform into anything as long as its challenge rating equals my level. correct?
Isn't it just beast?
Yeah, it has to be a beast.
It is a beast that equals your challenge rating because
Which,
of,
as a druid of your level, you should be able to do anyway.
yeah. Well, it's not. He's not a druid of the moon. He's a druid of twilight, but he does.
Oh, that's
but
right. That's
Because
right,
he has the wild plate, which he is attuned to, it can be of any challenge rating that is your level.
But
Or
I believe the
at
highest...
normal, it would just be like the spell polymorph, where it's just a challenge rating of like I think 1/2 and less.
Oh, you got that sick ass armor.
But
I
because
think...
you have the dope ass armor, yes, it has to be a beast that is of your level.
I think the highest rated beast is CR9, which is the T-Rex.
One sec.
The TX is CR8.
Now,
That's
question.
Mm-hmm.
What if I just, for example, wanted to be, I don't know, like a giant beast, a giant ape or something?
A giant ape is CR7.
Yeah, I know.
If you're
One
talking like
sec.
King Kong, no.
Also, please don't do that in the boat.
Yeah, no, that's like here's my thing. If you're wanting to start a kaiju fight,
Let them fight.
no, because this is a like large creature, and a giant ape is like still. It's big, but it's not like King
It
Kong
says-
size.
It
Says
says
category
huge.
huge.
It says huge.
Really?
Oh, yeah. How big
He's
is
a
huge?
creature.
Well, it's not as big as Gargantuan, but
That is true.
so huge would be.
This thing is gargantuan.
Well, this thing is I would say huge. So, because Gargantuan would be like Godzilla size, like the size of a fucking city.
That's
Two
T-Rex
T-Rex.
territory.
So this thing is
Hmm.
definitely huge.
Storm, why did you link the roll? Why did you link roll 20? Oh, you linked
Alright.
giant. Okay.
Yeah, I linked
Just-
the stat block to the giant.
Okay, I just thought roll 20 was like.
Oh, I wish Avok was here. I could cast Enlarge.
You know what?
Wait, I think I can.
Fuck it. All right.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm going to. Let's see. How the fuck am I gonna get off? How am I gonna get it off the water? How am I gonna get out of the water?
With movement. Well,
Swan dive.
Did I have
if
to
you want to
swim?
hold your turn, I can get you off of here.
I will hold my turn. Fly me.
Well,
That's
just
not
to
how
be
it
clear,
works.
so
Dude.
you
Fastball special rando.
that was what I was thinking.
Rando just walks to the side of the ship and just Titanics.
Just-
his arms to the side.
Just. I look over. Throw me.
So, just to be clear for rule's sake, you're holding your action for me to throw you.
Yes. I will
Okay.
wait.
Hit this fucker with a giant ape.
Okay, on on Gallus' turn, I run away.
Yeah.
No.
I run away.
Okay.
I would be so pissed. I waste
Oh,
my
God.
turn for that.
Let's run away.
Convince you to hold your turn and then
Ran
do something
away.
different.
So yeah, we gonna do the thing.
Yeah,
Yes.
I will fastball special rando.
All right, athletics.
Don't fuck me up. Don't fuck me up.
I won't fuck you up. I got good athletics. And that's cocked. Okay, come on, let's do this.
You're making me nervous, bud.
Okay. Okay, 18. 18 total.
18 total.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're able to throw him out of the boat.
Is it generally towards that guy, and does he at least make it to shore?
It's towards that guy.
I mean, how
Oh.
heavy
Oh.
is rando?
Like 150?
Is my ice storm gone? It's
That's an excellent
instantaneous, I
question.
think.
I think it's instantaneous. Let me double check something.
Yeah, I think it's instantaneous.
I'm double checking.
Okay.
Yeet! Go get him, Rando.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, you're basically
Oh,
talking
wow.
about like one-handed yeeting a human being.
He's not human.
It's instantaneous. Yeah, so it's gone. Ice storm.
Okay, I didn't want to kill Rando.
I mean, I was going to use
Preferably.
2 hands.
Okay. for my sake, and so I can understand this, how are you doing this?
I grab him
again,
like by the.
This is a small, like this is a seed big enough for roughly 6 people. Like this is literally a carriage that you are in, that you are leaning out the window to yeet an elf.
I know, don't worry. I've actually done this before in real life. So I grab him like by like the collar of his shirt, one hand on the collar of his shirt, the other on like his belt, and I just sort of lean out the door and just kind of just heave home and just chuck him.
Okay, in this situation that you did in real life, how far did you actually get the person?
Oh, man, not far.
My
How
point
tall
exactly.
was the dude?
This was my cousin when we were on a boat. I threw him into the lake.
Yeah, I was about to say my point exactly.
Yeah.
Like, you've got them big orc muscles, so you can get him close to shore. But you're basically talking about yeeting a person that weighs 150 pounds, like
20 feet.
Like 30 feet.
That is all I need.
Like 20 feet into the bank, 30 feet onto land.
We didn't think this through. Gosh.
This is fine.
So at
I
best,
can take it.
at best you can get him 10 feet.
Okay.
So he's like in the water.
I call out after him, Rendo, fly! And I will use my movement to run on the water.
Okay.
And I will run up directly to him. Because I have 50
Are
feet
you-
of movement.
So Rando, you've been yeeted about 10 feet.
I failed. I failed you, my boy. I failed you.
You can't see my face, but just you can hear my voice, and that you know.
Disappointment is so real.
Gallus sees what happened, just runs up to the ogre, go, how dare you do that to him? I will avenge my friend. Also, could you leave? And I used my action to throw him, so that's my turn.
Rando, you held your action. Are you transferring?
Call lightning.
Where?
Right on Gallus.
Let's see. Yeah, about right here. That's fine.
Okay, so like at the front of the bridge, in front of the ogre. Okay, he needs to make a dex save, right?
Yep. Does Gallus have to make a save?
No, don't worry. I'm not that ruthless.
I thought.
Yes.
I was laughing because it would have been really.
Just. Like me, throw me. You okay?
I did what you asked.
I'm just saying.
I
Like,
know.
like
I know.
I'm also basing this on my life experience as well. I have picked up 110-pound person and tried to eat them, and I got them about like maybe 6 feet.
You guys
So,
tried to
it's
have
not
you guys
even-
tried to have a Goku Frieza moment from Super, and it just didn't work out.
It did.
Yeah.
By the way, he failed his dex save, so go ahead and roll that damage.
Alrighty. Only wrong fucking spell, dumbass.
Damn it! Why didn't I take Wall of Force?
I mean, a hawk for the image in the Discord chat. I mean, that would have actually worked if they'd been like 10 feet from the ogre.
Zach,
No.
just make it 10 feet within range of Gallus, and we'll try this again.
Okay, so 15 damage.
Okay, he takes 15 points of damage.
Can I hit him again?
No, you held your action. When you hold your
Okay.
action, you basically give up everything except for one thing.
I accept.
Doesn't matter if you
Okay.
accept us the
Yeah, I was gonna
I
say.
accept.
I'm sorry, Zach. I wronged you.
It's funny because it's just like, we could have this super epic battle. Water.
Here's my thing. Never try a fastball special in a moving vehicle.
That makes them better.
that
But
has no
It has
surface
forward
tension.
momentum, though.
But it doesn't have anything to brace itself against. There's no surface tension.
Walker, I don't
I mean,
think you understand
okay.
this. The actual momentum of the vehicle is
Yeah.
transferred to the person
Exactly.
flawlessly. No additional math needed.
Uh-huh.
We have the Wood Witch. She's ballast.
So Merrick's gonna walk up here, and just because I would like to, I'm just going to be irresponsible and.
Oh wait, hold on, Merrick. What's your dex?
Good enough. Why?
No, just give me a number. I'm just curious.
15.
Okay.
I believe in you, Lord Commander.
I will say I have fire resistance on my armor. If that's the concern.
No, it wasn't. I was just curious if I could go first because what I do might change your plan.
Oh yeah. What's your dex? I forgot.
Same.
Oh, I just want to hit him with hit burning hands for once because I've never used that spell.
Okay.
Go
So
for
yeah,
it.
just dex save of 16.
Yeah,
Am
he
I
doesn't
doing
succeed.
good?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, so he doesn't succeed. Burn him.
That's shit damage. 9. I
So
should just hit my sword.
as the party steadily chips away at the health of the ogre.
Well, I don't know what it was. His ogres or trolls that regenerate unless they get hit with fire. So there we go.
So
Yeah,
knowledgeable
so
about
that was an action and a movement. Have fun with that. Yuza, it's your turn.
I still have my bonus action.
Yes, you do. What are you doing?
I click my boots of haste.
Okay.
Hasted action. I'm just gonna look over and just like sword.
Okay. Hit him.
Cast sword.
I cast sword. Oh, natural 20.
Hey!
This is just standard.
Hey.
This is just long sword because I didn't put it with the light. So, goddamn, I gotta do math now. What was I thinking?
Oh man, math. Wow.
8,
Oof.
8, 10. So it's just 16 points of damage.
That's better than 9.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Take that.
He's looking aggravated. Yuza, it's your turn.
Okay.
Well,
Well, now I'm more curious whether I want to do the thing or help Rando out of the boat.
I'm gonna get hit by the fucking boat at this point.
I mean,
Grab hold.
It turns around. Ow.
yeah, I like the idea that Rando's just like, call lightning. And he's like, haha, and then turns around, oh shit, boom.
Okay. Yeah, this is just sad. I'm going to cast Fly on Rando, Merrick, and Gallus.
Appreciated.
You will now have fly.
So that is a third. There's a 5th level slot. 3 people. Okay. And I fly over here.
Okay.
Actually, wait. Probably. No, that's further than 30 feet.
Oh my god, a giant flying ape.
Where the hell did his turnaround thing go?
And,
There it is.
Oh.
Sorry, I had to get closer.
and what was the rule on casting multiple spells?
You can do it if you don't use your movement, and if
Which
you,
I did, so I
yeah.
can't. Okay.
And
Okay,
if
then.
you do cast again, you can only use a cantrip. That's the other rule.
Okay.
So he turns around and looks at Gallus and Merrick.
Hello.
I'll give you only one chance to surrender.
Merrick, does a 19 hit?
No, actually.
Darn it, that would have been so funny.
Wait, for real?
Yeah, because I turn on my Boots of Haste and my shield holds up currently because of initiative.
Oh.
My AC is currently 22.
Yeah. Sorry. Okay, if you... Whenever you do that, also if you could, just adjust your token.
Oh, I thought it was. I thought it came up on my token as well.
No, it
Sorry.
doesn't, because for whatever reason, Roll20 no longer calculates AC for you anymore.
That's weird. Yeah, I'll make sure to adjust that from now on for you.
Yeah, and everybody, I put, like, blue bars on your tokens, so basically, like, the big number is your maximum AC.
Oh, that's cool.
And
So Blue's AC.
you can just adjust the number accordingly. Yeah, so he's gonna miss, and then he's gonna swing at Gallus. Does a 23 hit?
It does.
Okay. Okay. You take 12 points of bludgeoning damage as he smacks you with his great club.
Stop it.
Was that Merrick who got hit or Gallus?
Gallus.
Gallus, okay.
It was the green one.
Colorblind.
Walker,
and-
did you tie the blue thing to AC?
I did, but it still won't calculate it.
That's weird.
Well, it's because I think Roll20 updated recently and they didn't fix a coding patch, so that's just the problem.
Okay, what's the third number then? What's the
third
green number?
Your speed.
Okay.
Yeah. Which is unfortunate for everyone except for Merrick and Gallus. My god.
Gallus'
Meet
movement
me.
is currently 50.
Me. Well, no, your current speed is 60 because you have 60 fly speed.
Oh, you cast fly on Gallus?
I cast it on the 3 people who can't fly.
Yeah,
Oh.
cast it on.
I wasn't paying attention.
Yeah, Rando, Merrick, and Gallus now have fly. By the by, I'm gonna be rolling some dice. So.
Oh boy.
Yeah,
Is it?
yeah, take these sprite, fuck them up.
Is it a melee
Bro,
attack?
you're gonna be fine. You're fine.
So what is this thing's AC? It is that much. So
I think he's attacking.
that hits. That hits. That hits. That hits. That hits. That doesn't hit. So that is 5 short bow attacks on the ogre.
Oh, good. Oh, thank God.
Time to get rinsed. 9,
5 attacks, 4 points of damage.
15.
Technically, all those attacks have advantage because of the fairy fire.
Oh yeah, thanks for the reminder.
Oh yeah, thanks for the reminder. Okay. So that is 40 points of damage total, as all of them unleash a rain of arrows that strike this big old boy in his back, and he kind of lumbers forward as he is looking bloodied.
Yay!
And they kind
Good
of
job, team.
and they kind of shout out to all of you all, "Thanks for the assistance!"
Cool.
Huzzah!
welcome.
It's Tala's turn.
I want to
Sympathize
thank
for
my
this,
friends.
happy to help.
I'm going to expend my movement to get up to here and attack him. And I'm going to do my attack and my extra attack. And I'm going to use my improved divine smite on my first attack, burning a first level spell slot.
You don't have to use improved divine smite. Improved divine smite just means that every attack you do has that extra D8.
I know. And
Yeah,
I
yeah,
just
it's
want to
passive.
clarify. And I'm just clarifying, reminded that add the extra D8, so that's a 3D8 on top of my base attack.
Okay.
And that does not include modifier, right?
That does not.
All right, just double checking.
I mean, your sword attack does, obviously, for your damage bonus, but the smite does not.
Right.
Which, by the way, Hawk, I don't know if you don't. Yeah, you automatically get the D8, but you don't have to spend the spell slot until after you hit.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You remember.
Yeah, that way you don't waste spell slots on missed attacks.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and generally with the way I tend to run paladins is that your smites are just like, I do this. Like you just, like you opt to burn the spell slot. I don't like that whole bonus action kind of bullshit where it's like, I'm going to burn this bonus action to do this thing that I'm only going to really do whenever I hit something. And if I don't hit, then I've burned a spell slot for nothing.
All right. For the 2 attacks, that is a 24 and a 21.
Both hit.
Cool.
Wait, who uses bonus action to smite?
You have, technically speaking, in the rules, you have to use a bonus action to cast Divine Smite, Wrathful, like any smite has to be used as a bonus action before you attack.
Well, the smite spell.
But that's
okay.
dumb.
Smite spells, yes, but not just regular divine smite.
So that is the first hit is a 10. Now I'm going to do my smite damage, then I'll do my second attack damage. 10 from the first hit. Smite damage is 6 is 5, that's 11. 18 for radiant damage for the smite.
Okay.
And then the second hit. That is a 8.
Remember, you have advantage because very far.
Let's roll. Let's see if either of those end up being a 20. Oh yeah, that was a 20. So the shorter sharpness will take into that for the first one then.
Okay, so then quickly roll me a d20 again just to see if you lop a limb off.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
God damn it. Roll me 4. 19.
Unfortunately, no.
Okay.
You know you had Attack on Titan moments.
So no lopping of the limbs, but very much like maximum damage for your. It was the first attack, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, what is the maximum damage? Because already, let's see, 8, 16, 24. So that's 24 for smite. What would your maximum damage for your longsword be?
8 plus 5, so 13.
So 13 plus 24 is 37. So, yeah. Now for your second hit, which was a 20, which was a 21 before you did advantage. See if you get another natural 20 and
Yes, sir.
fail me.
Do you want the honest answer or the funny answer? I'm kidding. It was a 17.
Okay. Yeah. So either way, it still hits. So just roll all that damage.
And that's just my base damage. So that is a 10.
10 for the base damage.
Yeah. After
Okay.
adding my modifier and all that good stuff.
You smiting on this one or no?
To bring him down, sure, I'll smite. Burn another slot.
Oh wait, I forgot. You have improved divine smite. Just roll that first before you choose whether or not you smite.
Good plan.
Oh, he's that low.
That's a
That would
8.
crit too.
That's just an 8.
Yeah. How do you want to do this? Had 3 fucking hit points left.
Tala's going to rush forward at full speed, giving herself a little bit of a boost from the wings. Put herself between Merrick and the ogre, and take a slash to his knee, causing it to drop, and then jam her blade up in the stomach and cut up.
Yep.
Just fucking Attack on Titan, dude.
You gut him like a fish, and it's epic, and it's great, and it's cool. And Rando, you're there to witness all of it. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Hey,
What? Oh god, no!
you followed him.
You got fucking hit.
I don't think
It's the boat. It's the boat.
Yeah, it's the boat.
Oh hey, nice, 22. Wait, might be higher, but
Minus 20.
Yeah, so as you kind of, like, see this guy begin to, like, topple, your initial fear is that he's going to fall on you, so you dive under the water. Luckily enough, just in time as the boat passes directly overhead. And then, of course, since you have the ability to fly, you just kind of fly up out of the water and land.
Yeah, I'm just gonna land back on the boat, which I'm assuming is like here now.
Yeah, it nestles into this little area, almost
And
perfectly.
I'll come save you.
Almost perfectly in this little semicircular shape, where it docks. And the Witch of the Woods steps out very calmly and is like, "Have fun, did you?"
Yeah.
I don't want to talk about it.
Guys, I'm looking for Rando. I think he's drowning.
She looks at you, Rando, and goes, "Are you sure? I'm sure you were due for a good bath."
I appreciate the thoughts, but I am good.
Very well, then. The sprites and the Spriggans approach your group and goes, "Thank you, travelers, for your assistance in defeating this invader to our borders. It seems he was coming from the Unsali court, trying to invade, also known as the Gloaming Court, for those of you who don't understand our politics." He says as he
Realizes we're all clearly outsiders.
yeah, because he saw the Witch of the Woods, is like, "Oh cool, she's arrived with her entourage," and then she sees, "Oh, these guys are all from the Prime Material." Huh. And it's just like, "Yeah, so welcome to the Spring Court.
Appreciated.
You all are welcome to stay in our citadel." He turns to the Witch of the Woods. My lady, the conclave will be hosted soon. We can escort you directly there." She's like, "Oh, yeah, yes, please, if you would. And also, these are my guests. They have passes of their own." And he goes, "Oh, well, I will need to check that out." And she goes, "Oh, please, of course, go right ahead. It's the least I could do." And she steps aside, and the young sprite kind of walks up to you first, Merrick, and goes, "Ticket, please."
Did we receive any tickets?
You did not.
Gallus holds up his wrist.
He looks at you and goes, "That is a lovely flower bracelet."
We weren't actually given tickets. We are here as the Queen's
Oh,
guest.
+1.
Yeah.
Yeah, the conclave doesn't really do +1s. It does guests, retainers, and servants.
Then we were that one.
Or retainers.
As you say, we're retainers. Like, you watch as one of the members of, like, his entourage, like, the sprite's, like, guard patrol just goes... He's like, "Shut up!" "I'm sorry, you're retainers?"
No.
"You sure?"
Well, let me double check the term retainers, because I think I'm
No. The answer is no. We are not. We are not.
I cannot lie. We are not.
So you're sure you don't have tickets? You haven't checked your pockets or your bags?
I'm gonna pull out. I'm gonna like feel in my pockets. Do I have
Tell
something?
Will as well.
There's a ticket.
I'm gonna pull it out.
It says on there,
Don't be a retainer. Don't be a retainer.
"Rando Mishorm, you are cordially invited to the spring court for the Conclave of Courts, at the special behest of one King of Bats."
That's a thing.
King of Bass.
Bats. B-A-T-S.
Bats.
Okay.
And then
What
as you
is-
flip it over, it says emissary.
Merrick checks his pockets.
Use the same.
Talitude.
Tala, yours says, "Talasoon, you are cordially invited to the Conclave of Courts hosted in the Spring Court by one..." Let me check my notes. Here we are. Uh,
Mhm.
Sorry. By one Dawn Maiden.
Tala nods, just kind of smiles. Oh wow, they spelled my last name right.
And then as you flip it over, you see that it says on there, retainer, but then in parentheses it says exclusive to Silver Dawn Inquisition.
So it's saying that I am Merrick's retainer.
Pretty much.
Like Lord Merrick, it says I'm your retainer.
What is a retainer?
It is something that I will solemnly accept.
Merrick, yours says, Merrick Gilder, you are cordially invited to the Conclave of Courts to be hosted in the Spring Court at the behest of one Queen of Fairies. And then specifically it says dignitary representing Silver Dawn Inquisition on the back.
And King of Fairies was the
Queen of
other
Fairies
name. Queen of Fairies. Thank you.
was the name of who invited you.
Thank you.
And Gallus, you too have a ticket.
Oh boy.
It says, Gallus Morgulis, you are cordially invited by to attend the Conclave of Courts in the Spring Court by one Prince of Fools. and on the back of it it says retainer, and then in parentheses it says I forgot what I said for Talos. I think it was like specific
Silver Dawn
or
Inquisition.
Silver Dawn Inquisition.
pertaining to Silver Dawn Inquisition. That's what I said. So yeah, it is assumed that you are Merrick's retainer.
Awesome. King of Fools.
And Yuza, do you want to check your pockets or no?
Yeah, I said at the same time Eric did.
Okay. Yeah, you check it and it says Yuza Peric, you are cordially invited to the Conclave of Courts to be hosted in the Spring Court by one Master of Bells.
Master of Bells.
And then on the back it says Emissary. It doesn't really say anything else.
Okay. That's about what I expected.
Yeah, so then upon seeing your tickets, the sprite goes, alright, cool. And he walks over like a little hole punch and punches each of your tickets. And goes, alright, you all are cleared to enter the conclave. We will escort you and our esteemed guest. And she presents her ticket and they stamp it. And she follows them, as do you all.
I'll just be right back.
Okay.
This should be good. As soon as we get into the as soon as we get surrounded by people, Gas would like to perform a perception if it's possible.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, for sure.
I'm gonna make a restroom run too real quick. Sorry, one
All
second.
right, yeah, y'all. If y'all need to take five, take five. Gallus, I will answer your questions. Roll that perception, sweet boy.
Oh, okay. Let me bring up my skills. Natural one.
Yeah, there's just a lot of people. As you all are led into the Citadel, Citadel seems to be their word for city, as it is bustling. This city is equally the size of the Platinum City.
Oh, wow.
And it is full to the brim with various fey creatures. You see, centaurs, some fairies, some pixies, all seemingly as well are bearing different insignias of different courts. It all seems that they're all here for the conclave. And as well, you see a few other races milling about. You see primarily elves, mostly Eladrin, each of course representing their own courts as well. But there are also a few wood elves, high elves, and drow. That some are wearing court insignias, but it's just there's a lot of people here that are hustling and bustling. So it's really hard for you to get a read on who's supposed to be here and who isn't, because everyone looks like they're supposed to be here.
And no faces pop out as familiar at all to Gallus.
With a nat 1? No!
Yeah, no.
I'm just going around asking whatever people of whatever race I've never met before if I could just take anatomy notes.
So I'm gonna take a brief recess until Hawk and Storm come back.
I have returned.
Storm is back.
Just letting you know what you
I
are doing.
botched my perception roll, my dude.
Yeah, I saw in chat.
Yeah. Also, Gallus was looking for certain faces that he may be aware of. Don't worry about it.
Well, you didn't find anyone that you may or may not be aware of.
I know. I was answering Zach's question. He was like,
Yeah.
"What are we looking for?" I was like, "Gallus is doing this."
I hope we don't run into a trap it, because then that'd get awkward.
Just maybe
What is
we'll
that?
do a
No, crazy editing my boss fights.
Walker, quick question.
Yeah, what's up?
Just doing a quick glance around. Does it seem like people are allowed to keep their weapons, or do I have to stow my sword somewhere?
For the most part, you see that people are not carrying weapons. That's not to say that they don't have them, but it seems like in this specific area, no one's carrying weapons. And as you kind of like are looking around with that kind of glance, the sprite leading kind of like your escort takes notice of you and goes, "Yeah, sorry. There are designated areas of the Conclave that are a conflict-free zone." Specifically meaning that no one is allowed to carry weapons or carry out open conflict outside of the occasional verbal tongue lashing. We really like to minimize the bloodshed here at the Conclaves, because with a lot of tempers flaring and deals being made, it doesn't do well for us to all be toting around things to stab each other with.
Say no more. And I'm just going to put my sword in my bag of holding, just so it's outside out of mind.
He nods and he goes, "I appreciate that.
I do the same
but
with
you
my
all
dad,
don't
though.
have to like relinquish your weapons until you like get to your rooms. Like I'd prefer you all leave your weapons there."
I just want to put people at ease, like walking around with a weapon. I don't want people to think I'm up to something.
Of course, of course. Is Hawk back yet, or is he still dead?
I think he went to use the bathroom, so it might be a bit.
All right. So y'all.
I can never.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry. No, I was just about to make a joke, but continue.
So y'all are led through the citadel all the way to a castle at the far end of what looks to be the outward-facing walls. And it is a very nice palace. It is comprised of this beautiful pinkish red wood that seems to curl and interlock in these various intricate patterns that form kind of almost pedestals on which these large domes of colored glass seem to rest. And as you are led up this way, they lead you through a series of chambers up until this large central chamber that seems to be at the very center of this castle. And as the doors are thrown open, you find yourselves in a very large throne room, wherein sits on the far end on this very beautiful mahogany throne with these lush growings of red moss and vibrant green foliage. Seems to be seated a unicorn with this resplendent shimmering skin in various glittery shades of light purple, blue, and pink, and its hair seems to cascade like a rainbow, as its eyes are brilliant silver.
You said it's sitting on a throne?
Yes.
Yusa fights the urge to fly over there and examine it. Desperately.
As you all enter, you are led over to a specific pedestal, where the Sprite kind of gestures for you all to remove your tickets and kind of hold them up as he does with his own.
I'll follow suit.
Well,
The Witch of the Woods also follows, and the unicorn kind of acknowledges y'all and then opens his mouth and goes, "Greetings, everyone. I am the ruler of the Spring Court, your unicorn maiden. I am here to welcome you to my Conclave of Courts. It pleases me to see such a diverse crew of individuals from various court representations as well as political affiliations on the material plane, and I wish you the most sincerest of welcomes as we begin this Conclave of Courts."
Okay then.
I would like to lay some ground rules just as a brief formality. First and foremost, there are, as I'm sure my sprite Fitzpatrick has told you, there are a variety of areas in this conclave that are deemed no conflict zones. Anyone caught engaged in any conflict, whether it be spellcasting, combat, anything more than just a heated discussion, shall be imprisoned for the duration of the conclave. And you all will be allowed to leave once the conclave concludes. However, you will have, of course, your memories wiped if you decided to engage in conflict. So please don't do that.
Understood.
I just looked at Gallus. Oh, is that what happened last time?
I don't know. Maybe it was.
Secondly, of course, there are representatives from a variety of courts and nations here, so please leave your political biases at the front door. Just because an organization or kingdom has a differing view than yours, or is currently at war with your kingdom, please leave such grudges and baggage at the door. The conclave is a place for alliances to be made.
Yeah, it closes here.
Oh yeah.
And last but certainly not least, please make sure that you enjoy yourselves. First and foremost, the conclave is about building alliances and the ability to network your organizations or kingdoms with entities or individuals that might be willing to patron such endeavors. So, have a great time. Don't forget to grab a tote bag on your way out, and enjoy the Conclave of Courts.
Cool.
This is nice.
If I hadn't made it clear up to this point, you're basically at the Feywild's equivalent of an anime convention. If it hadn't been picked up at this point, I would
Dude,
like to
I was
Um,
forming a Sakura-kun joke in my head.
yeah.
I was trying to find a cosplay joke.
Question.
I turn into a werewolf and assume my persona.
God.
That's haunting. That lives on the internet forever now. Yes, Hawk.
Is there unicorn swag in the tote bags?
Oh, obviously, bro.
Yes. Tala is
Yes.
very happy. She does
yeah.
no longer have to.
You got like some nice. Each one of you has an enamel pin. Some of you have the same, but others are different. On the back, it just says "Collect all 6."
I still need one mission.
Tattle's eyes glow like the Avatar state. I must balance. I must have all 6.
I give Talon mine.
Thank you, Gallus.
Yes, your pins are different, so now you have 2 of 6.
Go on your mission.
Okay, so now the question is, who do any of us have any of the other 4?
I will say this, Rando and Yuza, you have the exact same pin as Tala. America's the only one who also has a different pin.
Here.
I will treasure this forever, sir.
So now you have 3 out of 6. Congratulations, you're halfway there.
Pass it down the Tala line for generations.
Yes, the Soon family clan. This will be our crest. These 6 unicorn pendants.
These 6 unicorn pendants on this crocheted shield shall be our coat of arms for decades.
Not gonna lie, a hexagon of just unicorn horns intersecting in the middle sounds badass.
That's
yeah.
kind of what I was thinking. Doesn't it sound cool?
I can't wait till the next campaign where we come across like
The Unicorn
warrior,
Knights.
a warrior family with that sigil, and all of us are like, oh no.
Walker, take notes.
I mean, I always do, but
I know
Yeah.
my next character's lineage.
I mean, this makes Tala happy because she was planning to try and figure out a way to kidnap the unicorn.
I honestly like the idea that in campaign 2, like, Storm actually plays a character from, like, Tala's descendant line and just has, like, a tattoo on his back of just, like, the unicorn crest.
We're
Gaze
all
upon the
fans.
glory of the Soon family.
Hey,
All we need is one person, and we can make a whole unicorn.
for generations.
this thing a monk. This is like Alex Louise Armstrong from Full Metal.
Yes.
God bless.
Can I have like a unicorn rapier blade?
Oh my god.
I mean,
You
you
can
can,
horn
you, can,
rapier-
you, can,
rapier
you
blade?
can commission such an item here if you've got the coin. I can't
Well,
guarantee that it will be, like...
Well, it was mostly joking because one, user can't use a rapier. Two, she's not a fighter.
I mean,
I-
yeah,
I
was-
like- it's
that's-
like the idea of the
that
weapon.
was leading me up to the follow-up, which is you can commission an object here if you've got the coin. I will warn you, it's a prop.
No.
Oh, it's a
You-
prop? Then hell yes, I'm getting one.
Oh, it's not real?
I mean,
What
do you imagine?
It's a con.
Yeah,
It's a
well,
convention.
It's a convention, first off. And second off, like, okay, every sword that you buy at a convention, like, while they are made of real metal, like, they're not
The
sharp.
wall hangers.
And a lot of them
Yeah,
are
we can
wall
fix
hangers.
We can fix
Well-
that.
Walker, there's an important question I need to ask. Is
What
liquor allowed?
That is a
I mean,
unicorn
that
wand.
hurts me a little bit on an emotional level because of reasons.
I know, that's why I had to ask
But-
it like I did.
Yeah, it's my fucking convention. Of course it is.
Personal question: are there any Homestuck cosplayers?
Never.
Excellent.
So
Remind
Pyro's
me-
banned.
Remind me after this to tell you guys the Anime Week in Atlanta 2015 Homestuck story.
Question though, why not a unicorn wand?
You think those don't exist?
I love you guys, but please, can we continue?
That's fair.
Jack, we are continuing. We're playing the campaign 2 now, apparently.
Oh,
Also, Hawk, I got a
campaign
story for you, too.
You're playing the
Yeah.
greatest game of all, merchandise. But yeah,
Merchandise.
Where the real money's
continue.
made.
We'll continue. So yeah, she
the flamethrower.
she directs you all to your rooms.
Before that, though, while we're still on the court, Yuza would raise her hand to the unicorn. That's a sentence I never thought I'd say.
Yes.
And she's just kind of jittering with excitement, obviously, very visibly. Let's go. Sorry, I just, I might never get a chance to ask this question again, but, might I examine you for my notes?
She kind of pauses and then just goes,
I'm trying to compare it to just examining cosplay. Even though I know this is not cosplay. Well.
You are,
That is essentially her character in a nutshell.
you are permitted sketching and analysis during any artist corner events, but currently I am doing my welcoming meet and greet for everyone who attends the conclave, so unfortunately I will have to pass at this moment.
Understandable. Get me a pamphlet. Give me a pamphlet. I need to know this fucking schedule.
As you look into your swag bag, whoa, it's almost like there's a schedule, an itinerary, and a list of guests.
I immediately look over to guest lists for specific names, Walker. You know the one.
I know a few.
Is
you know
traffic
the one
here?
You'll be looking for.
Yeah, I was about to
Is
say,
traffic
just
here?
DM me whatever y'all want to ask. I have my
Is-
laptop open.
Is traffic here?
Pretty much, yeah.
No.
Oh.
Are any of the Eclipse Asians that we know about here?
As guests?
Well, everyone that you know
I don't know.
everyone else knows about, yes.
Oh, that's true. User
But,
doesn't know
yeah,
anything
you have to
about
message me like who you
Oh.
want to ask. Thank you, Hawk, for that.
Waku, quick question.
Mm-hmm.
As all this is happening, is it possible for Gallus to go into Ichabod's eyes and just do a quick, like, once over of the room?
Drone mode activate.
You can attempt such a feat, yes.
Okay, because owls have advantage on perception checks.
I use
Okay.
sight, yeah.
Okay, so
Also, just kind of the best familiar.
natural 20.
Cool. You try to look through your owl's eyes, and you find that you can only use your orcish eyes. Whoa.
Damn it.
As the unicorn looks at you and goes, that's kind of what I was talking about earlier.
What?
This is a no conflict zone.
I wasn't doing conflict. I was just looking around.
You were spell casting. She just kind of like
I thought
she kind of wags her hoof. It's like, no, don't think, just no.
I assumed you meant combat spells.
No.
Look,
This is-
abjuration is
No.
very scary.
Tala just kind of raises her hand
This is my friend,
towards the
though.
unicorn.
She just looks at you and goes, "Look, because he seemed very well dressed, I didn't want to dispel magic on him. But I'm just telling you now, just as a warning. No."
But can he just stay and I just not do that because he's well dressed?
Yes, that's why I just said I didn't destroy him the second that you entered my courtroom.
Fair.
Um,
Fair. Okay.
So,
I
use it.
apologize.
What about
Use a
healing
use a pop up
spells?
one more time. Does that point on her shoulder? Does that mean he has to stay invisible, or he needs to come out of it?
I would say that out of invisibility, and if you are in a non-conflict, or if you are in a conflict zone, you are allowed your invisibility. And she gestures to Tala, and yes, you had a question?
Yes. What about like healing and purification magic? Because I kind of just do that.
We have healers for that.
No, I mean like I don't
We
want to get
have
in trouble
healers
just
for
for
that.
having like a purification aura about me or something like that.
Auras are different. But yes, if you are so concerned about your aura, we do have ways of inhibiting such magics.
But
We just flip the off switch.
I like my aura.
Then you're fine.
Okay.
Okay, well, if my buddy's got to come out of invisibility, then he comes out of invisibility.
Would you like to describe your buddy to the party?
It's trapping.
Did I have a picture for this? How'd you know?
I was turned to Ichabod. Ichabod, you have to behave yourself. It was very rude.
No, I did not have a picture for this. Okay.
This
so-
Aki
so-
in here.
Yeah, I was about to
Okay.
say, it sounds just like you're talking to Mr. Oreo.
Who do you think inspired this character?
I'm gonna tell Taylor.
Go ahead.
Yes, Vex.
Okay, so just apparating out of just like sort of TFS Goku popping out of nowhere on Yuza's shoulder is a violet covered small dragon with butterfly wings.
Lockheed?
Oh,
but pardon, never mind.
It's a magic dragon.
damn.
Almost time for dragon tales. Something. dragon tales.
But yeah, she directs you all to where you all can go to your rooms, put up your stuff, and just generally like tells you that if you have any questions, consult the schedule.
Does that mean the schedule talks?
Yes.
Excellent.
Yes.
I don't know how I feel about that.
Well, it's not talking right now.
Because I didn't ask it anything.
It's basically our Siri.
It's that app you download when you go to a con that has the interactive schedule.
Yeah, except this one's actually
Yeah.
interactive.
Yeah, it's got the text to speech.
Alright, Tala has no possessions really apart from her weapons, so she's just gonna play bodyguard.
Okay.
to
I will,
Merrick and just basically just follow him back.
I will take you all to room.
Okay.
What were you gonna say, Zach?
Nothing. I'm just gonna wait till we get to our room.
Are we all in one room? Or oh, okay.
Oh, it is a con. We're all crashing in one room.
So your room is actually very nice. It has a small kitchen. Like there is a very nicely set table, kind of in the middle, with a small kitchenette in this corner. A fully stocked pantry over here. And there is as well a small blacksmithing and artificing workshop that seems to be for maintaining people's tools and weapons. As well, while there are, 12 beds in here, it seems more or less that as you all walk in and kind of mark out your spots, as you all choose your beds, the other beds in this room begin to slowly disappear until there are just the 5.
This is good. I have never had roommates before. This is going to be nice.
And you've also got a balcony on the other edge of the artificing workshop and a balcony just north of the room. This one with an overlook of the river on which you all just came in on, and this one with an overlook generally of the Citadel.
So
I'm gonna keep that door closed most of the time.
As
Hey
you
guys,
walk Merrick
can I
out on
come
the balcony.
inside? Guys, guys,
Open it up. Okay, I'll open it.
No, Merrick, get back out there. Dagger of denial.
You're in the doghouse. Yeah.
I love the commission to the bit.
Is this what they call a coup? Is Brando taking over the Silver Dawn Inquisition?
guys.
anyway,
Tell
It's just
Kitchen
like-
Jack over here.
It's just like, oh, you're in the doghouse. Get out.
Sorry, that door's locked too.
No.
anyway, guys.
Okay, anyway, getting back on topic.
So, are we concerned at all about the option that we can't fight?
Well,
If
if we
we
can't
find
fight, neither
it.
can they.
Why would you need to fight?
Oh.
Eclipse may be here, or they are here.
Assert
Oh,
dominance?
certainly they're here, but what does that matter?
They're here to make allies same as we are.
We need to, yeah.
Oh.
So our job is to one of our jobs is to make sure that they can't do their job.
I would much prefer just to attack them while they're separated, but
Nah. Verbal assault, that's the best way to get it.
I don't
we
really.
do
like
have the
talking.
advantage that they don't know 3 of us. That
Well, actually, they might be aware of me.
oh yes, that's true. They are. You do come from a country that is already under their rules.
More or less.
Do we see Gareth on the or Ziala on the guest list?
We weren't given the guest list.
Oh, right.
At
the
least
con
not that
itinerary,
guest
though.
list.
Calm one.
Here's my question: were y'all checking it on the walk, or did you just want to check it when you got to the room?
I'm checking it now.
Right as you unfurl the guest list, you just hear,
No checking for guests.
FBI, open up!
Gallus goes to the door. Hello.
by the way, there is no like peephole or anything like that. So
I know. I'm just calling through the door.
Never mind.
as you're just like hello, they just call back. Is this the room for? And then you hear another voice shouting, "Merrick Guild of the Silver Dawn Inquisition." He's like, "Yeah, that."
Let me see if he's in. And
Maybe.
I just turned to Milk like, what the fuck?
Yes. How can I help you?
Can we not
Tell us
talk
like-
through a door?
Yeah, I'm opening the door.
Okay.
Tell us taking Bardigar position, just in case. She doesn't want her brain getting wasted.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
not much there.
On the other, is it just the three of you that's clustered over by the door?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. Can I ask who it is?
I mean, are you opening the door first, or are you asking who?
Yeah, I'm opening the door. I says that.
Okay. On the other side is a man in a bright kind of purple robe with golden trim, and it's got he's got like kind of shaggy slovenly hair and this really scruffy beard, kind of very neatly manicured nails, and is wearing these very nice boots and trousers, but just seems to kind of like not really be paying any attention. Like, hi.
And you are.
Oh, right. Manners. And he kind of like scratches his head. Need those. Hi, I'm Aluria Samael, the Wizards Conglomerate.
Nice to meet you.
Is there something I can help you with?
Yes. And he kind of seems to be thinking for a second.
Do you want to come in and take a seat?
Yes.
I would like to buy your Inquisition.
Would you like a cosmopolitan?
He walks in, and just like sits down at like your dining room table, and seems to kind of like eye everything very warily. And his eyes kind of settle on Rando and Yuza kind of off in the corners, and he goes, "Huh. Hi." He looks at Yuza and he goes, "You have very pretty jewelry."
Oh, thank you.
Right. So, discussions. We should have those.
Yeah.
Mhm. About what?
Who's the other person with him, by the way?
There's no one else with him.
Oh,
The only thing
okay.
that you see that's with him is like in his hand, he's got like a itinerary similar to all of y'all.
Then who yelled Merritt Gilder?
I'm assuming
Probably
the
the
itinerary.
And then the itinerary goes, "Oh yeah, so suddenly itineraries don't got rights, huh?" And he goes, and he just like puts it down, and then he's like, "Hey, what do you think?" And he just picks up a plate off your dining room table and sets it on top of the itinerary, and you can just hear it going. And he's like, "That is so annoying."
Commander, I have a question.
I turned
Probably
it
the
on,
same
and I
one I
haven't
do.
found the off button yet.
I believe in recycling. What happens if we recycle these itineraries?
Good question.
You just hear the thing on the plate just go.
Murder.
But they'll be made into new itineraries.
Yeah.
Is that reincarnation for them?
Yes.
It just begins like screaming under the plate, and he's just leaning over it, trying to keep it pressed down. He's like, let's maybe not mention the R word."
Yeah.
If I were to cast
Reincarnation,
so if I were to cast reincarnate on one of them,
Topic, please. Let's.
There's a reason you're here.
Oh yes, there is. Right. Hold on. And he just like reaches into his robe, pulls out a small like metal object, sets it on top of the plate, clicks the button, and you just watch the table almost buckle under the weight. And he goes, portable immovable rods. They're great. So right, I am here in representation of the Wizards Conglomerate, and I do have some things I need to discuss with Merritt Gilder, head of the Silver Dawn Inquisition. And he looks over at Gallus. He goes, you're kind of the biggest one here. I'm assuming that's you.
How dare you, sir?
I'm actually Mary Gilda.
Oh, okay.
I'm very unassuming.
I understand that completely.
So, what does the Wizards Conglomerate want with the Silver Dawn?
Oh, your immediate surrender would be nice.
Excuse me?
I'm sorry. I'll speak slower. Your
I mean, why do you want me to surrender?
immediate surrender.
That's adorable and all, but I don't know your organization. I don't intend them any ill will.
Oh, I'm well aware of the Silver Dawn Inquisition's intentions and goals at this conclave, and that's why I'm asking for your immediate surrender.
Are you trying to ask for alliance or just flat out surrender?
What part of the word surrender made you think alliance?
Well,
Because I'm
guys,
assuming...
alliance,
No, you-
back up, guys.
alliance and
Honestly, I'm assuming this guy has zero communication
Let's back up.
skills.
Who do you work for?
The Wizards Conglomerate, he said.
Who exactly are the Wizards Conglomerates?
Oh, my apologies. I thought you had been briefed. So, the Wizards Conglomerate is the ruling body of the continent of Cragseat, and we pursue all forms of magic in order to further man's natural ability to develop past their means and to substitute for certain conditions that have wreaked our continent relatively inhospitable. So, for example, he points to Rando, a druid like him would be highly prized on my continent because of their ability to shape the natural magics. They could create crop growth in a matter of nights, and if we studied their abilities and were able to reverse engineer them via artifice, we would be able to create ways to turn inhospitable soil into fertile land, which would then induce crop growth.
Why don't you, I don't know, hire me to do so?
Ah, yes. Well, hiring expends money, which, while useful, kind of serves little purpose after a while, because what's the purpose of continuously paying you to do a job when we can just
Force me?
Well, no, I was going to say take what makes you special and turn it into our own benefit, but force you... No, we wouldn't force you. We would just learn everything we can from you, and once we have nothing left to learn, then you would be fired.
Walker, just making sure. I don't recognize this person, right?
You don't recognize this person, but you do recognize the organization he represents, and...
Yeah, I figured that.
You recognize the last name.
Which was?
Samael.
Samael.
Which is, all you... Because in principal meetings, the only thing that each principal reveals to one another is their rank and last name. So you know that the illusion principal is of the Samael family.
Joy.
I will say this much about your generous offer.
I mean, think it over.
You suck at haggling. Let me just open with that. And yes, I will gladly consider this generous offer of yours. What do we get? Out of curiosity, what do we get out of this possible transaction if I were to entertain it?
Your organization would be able to continue its pursuits, now funded by better magical technology, so long as you cease and desist all activities for the disruption of the Wizards Conglomerate and its pursuits, as well as the pursuits of the organization known as Eclipse.
Well, we have nothing against you yourselves.
Yeah, no,
Wait.
I understand, and that's why I'm broaching you with the offer, because basically, if you decide to cease all activities against Eclipse, they no longer hold a throat to my organization, which allows me to lend you all resources you would ever need in terms of magic and artificing.
And why are they doing that?
Because they basically a couple years ago came in very slowly at first, but gradually took over every echelon of our government society because, well, we were strapped for cash. Hence the reason why, again, he points to you, Rando, I would not entertain the idea of hiring you. Yeah, we were our economy was pretty much in the crap. Our citizens were starving and dying, and so we accepted an offer, and then another, and then another, and then another, and then another, and then before we knew it, they basically held all of our debt in their hands, and
Basically, they own you, so even if we do surrender, you're still going to be working for them.
well, technically you'd be working for them because you would be my employees, but yes.
Well,
Employees?
that's a mighty fine offer. Mind if I get back to you by the end of the conclave?
Question.
Yes.
Just general question. for
Also,
me.
yes. He says
If-
yes to Merrick's
Yes.
like saying he does mind, and he's telling Gallus to ask his question.
If Eclipse has a boot to your neck, then why ask us to surrender when you can join us?
Just remove the boot.
We can kill them.
That is a valid point, sir, but let me ask you this. Would you be able to find and kill all of them before they find and kill my family?
That is a difficult question.
And that's my point exactly. Yeah, I'd rather go with the sure thing than the not sure thing.
You're asking two unsure things, though.
Yeah,
Well,
but
just
I'm
have us find
also
your family.
One ensures your family stays in danger. The other ensures your family stays in danger. Either way, they're still in danger.
yeah, but
just
one of them
ask us-
sees their almost immediate death. So
And why not just have us find your family? You're a wizard's conglomerate. Scrying is a thing.
yeah. However,
Do you-
you know,
Do you not understand how powerful wizards actually are?
Which
no,
should all the more make you fear why he is afraid.
Yeah. Gestures to use a gestures again to use a Dodoy.
Again, I will consider your offer.
Like don't get me wrong, we are powerful because we can learn and unravel the mysteries of the arcane so long as we have the appropriate amount of time, but I
Well, that
posit
sounds
to you another
nice.
thing. How am I supposed to learn and unravel the secrets of the arcane, finding out where my family is, when they could literally put a dagger in my back at any point? And I can't really do anything about that.
What if you had some sort of protection, like armor?
Oh my god,
But,
I
like,
haven't
on-
thought of
on a
that
meta-
before.
On a metaphysical, no, not metaphysical, metaphorical level.
Wow, it's like I hadn't thought of that before.
I'm going to be
What if-
honest. I feel bad for you, but you're making it really difficult to
Yeah.
want to even think about agreeing.
Yeah. Like I said, here at the start of this, you're kind of a dick.
Yeah, well, I'm also not really here to negotiate.
Neither am I. The Silver Dawn is not for sale.
Wait, if
Well,
you're not here to
that's
wait. If you're not here to negotiate, what are you here for? Just our immediate surrender, and that's it?
No,
He
I
thought him.
wasn't here to negotiate. I was here to basically say, well, I tried.
And that leads me to my second question. If we don't agree, surrender implies you have actions that should force us.
Here's the thing. He
So
thought
let me ask, what is your threat?
I don't have one.
Then why are you threatening if you have no threat?
I'm not threatening you. I'm asking for your surrender. There's a big difference.
A surrender.
Surrender
Why are you
implies-
people so hostile towards a messenger?
I'm not being hostile.
I'm
Surrender implies a
not.
threat.
In all honesty, I'm not.
Oh,
I'm really
I am
not.
very much being hostile. You. No,
I'm just
that
being
is fair.
insulted.
Well, he looks at you, Merrick, and he goes, "I wouldn't consider it an insult, sir. In fact, I'm honestly just doing you the courtesy, so I wouldn't consider it an insult in any way because were this beyond my time, I would have sent someone else rather than coming myself."
And what would you say your name was one more time?
Aluria Semael.
Aluria Samael.
Yeah, like I said, I'm not here in any way to disrespect you. It's more the fact that I find that the ideas that you are coming up with about, breaking hundreds of years of systematic oppression with the novel notion of, well, why don't you just not, to be laughable. But I feel like your heart's in the right place, even though your planning could use some work.
You're assuming that the tactics that I would use on Volta would be the same I would employ elsewhere in the world. They haven't conquered my homeland yet. Yeah, that's not what I
That's the
intend to
problem,
do
though, is
elsewhere.
yet.
Yeah, well, that is the problem, though, is yet, but also the fact that you also have to keep in mind that your organization more or less has zero notoriety outside of your own borders, and even then you're only necessarily notorious in a very small region of your kingdom or continent. So forgive me if right now my confidence levels in your ability to deliver on a promise aren't at 100%.
Of course not. I haven't promised you anything yet.
Yeah.
During this, I would like to roll investigation around our place.
Okay.
I would just like to roll perception with Rando,
Okay.
just to see if he really did come alone.
I'm just searching the quote unquote house.
Tala would like to also basically just see to see if there's any sort of threat that this guy is directing towards the group or Merrick.
I got a. Here, I'll just enter it in.
With a 26 perception, yeah, there's no one in this room or on the balconies or creeping up in any general direction.
I'm by the door. Is anyone
Is anyone standing in the doorway? No.
in the hallway? I meant.
I mean, you can pop your head out into the hallway to check.
I do so.
There's an army.
With a 26 perception, you think you see someone faintly around the corner at the very far end of the hall. But you're not sure. It could just be someone doing room service.
Okay.
You don't really get a threatening aura from that individual.
Okay.
He looks at you all and he goes, so yeah, that's kind of my shtick. Well, this has been fun.
So I want to see if I understand this. You will give us arcanists and help us with magical research if we stop at fighting Eclipse.
Basically, if we work with them.
Yes and no. I am not going to be giving you just arcanists. I'm going to be giving you arcanists access to the conglomerate's confidential research. I will be giving you access to all material components that are currently within our coffers and possessions, as well as all forms of current innovative magical travel that we have developed for our own citizens, in exchange for you ceasing all aggressive activities on the organization known as Eclipse.
Seems counterproductive, to be honest.
Well, think about it. You stop one organization, but think about all the resources you can use to stop every single one else that exists in the world. Like, I don't know, cultists, or assassins, or thieves' guilds, or, I don't know, the entirety of Eleran if you feel like it. I don't know how far your crusade wants to go.
We will talk later, I feel.
That sounds like a plan. And he stands up and scratches his head and is like, alright, well, bye.
Close the door on your way out.
If that person at the end of the hallway is with, tell them that they need to get better at hiding.
You cut out a bit there, I didn't catch all that.
If that person in the hallway is with you, you better tell them that they need to get better at their job.
Well, I didn't bring anybody with me, but alright.
Then maybe they're not with you. Then in that case, we're being watched by two eyes. That's sad.
Well, I mean, he kind of
you're being
shrugs and
watched.
goes, groups from the material plane are of an interest to the Fae, I can tell you that much, because we're the only ones that really seem to make contracts with them.
That is true. What idiot would make a contract with a Fae? So silly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just look to my dragon.
It just looks back at you and just kind of smiles a little bit.
Yeah, I know. I imagine we both look at each other with a look of.
Yeah,
With
he
like
makes
shitty
contracts with
grins, like,
Fae.
And I stroke my beard with the hand that has the
That has what?
flower bracelet.
Yeah, the flower bracelet.
I guess Tallow will see him out if he's leaving.
Yeah, he's on his way out.
Tallow just kind of escort him out to the end of the hall and then come back, basically.
He closes the door behind him on his way out, like he was told.
Fuck that guy.
There is a loophole.
He asked us to surrender, to become subservient.
He asked the Civil Dawn.
I can't send that message to the world. That after a handful of years of activity, I gave up after the one person said, "Hey, stop it."
That is true.
That sends a
But
bad PR signal.
True.
Also, sure, yeah, we can stop hunting Eclipse for the next big bad guy. But yeah, Eclipse kind of on our shit list.
I understand that they've wronged you, which is why I would like to inform you that you're not the only organization that hunts Eclipse.
Elaborate.
Gallus looks around nervously.
I am all ears.
Watcher 13 is my name. I'm a member of the Eyes of Truth. We are an organization that is dedicated to a sole mission. Sharing knowledge. Well, two missions. We share knowledge, and we hunt Eclipse. I've actually killed my own enemy, an Eclipse agent known as the Hangman, during my time.
Why does that sound familiar? Hangman.
They were a set of twins.
It was one of the names that was on the list.
Yeah.
And can your organization help us in any meaningful way?
Each agent is supposed to fund their own expeditions, but I may be able to talk to one of the seniors to see what they can do in this situation. If I must confess, it was not Ichabod that warned me that there was Eclipse agents here. It was one of my seniors.
I understand.
I mean,
So,
I'm just going to inside check Gauss to make sure that he's not fucking with us. Let me
Yeah, you can just send
What?
me the number.
Oh wow, yeah, that's a number. Boom.
And then
Yeah.
Very close agent. Kill him.
question.
Yes.
And just shoot me a message. Deception, persuasion, or automatic fail. Because again, you can always choose to fail.
Right.
Yeah, he's telling the whole truth and nothing but the truth. You want to elaborate more, Red? Give that exposition?
That's all that he's going to share outside. By the way, I realize maybe I shouldn't have mentioned all of that, but you will not repeat this to anyone.
Of course, Gallus.
I know you. You are very obvious with how honest you are. I am talking to you three. I point to each all of them one at a time. I don't know you. I don't know you. I don't know you. All I know about you, Mr. Rando, is your reputation. And I don't even know that much about you two, Miss Tala and Miss Yusa.
It appears we know less about you than we thought we did.
Yes, I'm actually quite a bit ashamed of myself for not having seen such sooner.
A man with a past that is difficult for Eclipse to trace is apparently useful.
1 second, guys. I gotta go off mic.
Okay.
Margaret, what was the name of that organization you was again? Wizard something?
Huh? Oh, the Wizards Conglomerate.
Wizard Conglomerate.
I am still on your side. Everything that I have done since we've met has been done to solely advance your goal.
But at this point, you're revealing that you have your own agenda apart from the agenda
No,
for the organization.
my agenda is what I always said it was. I have never lied about that.
But how do we know?
Would you like to cast Zone of Truth on me?
I would, but I don't want my memory wiped by the crazy Fae people.
Oh, dang it, that's right. Okay, did not intend that.
How convenient, sir.
I will willingly fail once we get back to the plane, if you would like.
Or you could just find a conflict area.
True, that is also true. Who said that?
It's me,
Thanks,
the
God.
voice of God.
Thanks, Baylor.
Thank you,
more-
Ichabod.
Yeah, it's like,
Ichabod has such good ideas.
it's me, your son, God, and super best boy, Paylor. Remember to drink more water, get sleep, take care of yourself, and love yourself.
I don't like this advice.
Love yourself.
Soon? Is that you? Are you finally talking to me soon? Soon?
No,
Fuck.
it's me, Paylor.
But we can go to a conflict area and you can cast it on.
Provided you maintain that you have your privacy, since
So, what I'm hearing is,
It would
We
ease
under-
my paranoia.
so what I'm hearing is, we under no circumstance go to the conflict areas unless we are in a group.
precisely.
That sounds like a good idea.
Yes.
Walker, just looking at the map, where are all the conflict areas that we can see?
So
just-
there are actually 4 designated conflict areas for this conclave. And specifically, they seem to be in the 4 corners of the Citadel. There are massive walled-off areas on your little maps in your brochures, designated as Conflict Mediation Arena.
Nice name.
So it doesn't seem like you can just wander into one by mistake.
Yeah, you can't really wander into one by mistake because they're giant structures. But
Okay.
they are definitely useful for conflict mediation and just general discussions, because you don't have to be in the arena to be in the conflict zone. Like, if you're in the stands, you're in the conflict zone. So if you want to hop up in the stands, eat some popcorn, watch 2 people beat each other up, and cast Zone of Truth on a friend, go for it.
All I ask is that you do not get too specific in the event that there are ears and eyes on us.
Of course. I just want to ease
it's
my
that-
suspicions. I do not want to wish harm upon our commander.
So
I don't give a fuck about harm coming to me. I just need to keep the Silver Dawn safe.
Sir, no offense, but you are the Silver Dawn. If
She is
something
the
were
light.
to happen to you, the organization does not have a figurehead that can lead it.
If anything happens to me, Colin becomes the next Inquisitor. I've always selected the chain of command.
That is true, but he does not have your reputation. Dawn happened because of you.
You are Mayor Gilder, hero of the land.
That's
The only one with a reputation like yours is Mr. Rando. You two are the strongest ones we have here.
Sorry, I didn't mean to laugh. I just liked the idea of Inquisitor Rando. I'm just imagining he's just like he's just
Kill
seated.
them all.
He's
Dracarys.
just seated on a throne with a crooked crown, like Inquisitor. We have brought forth the criminals from Eclipse. Why have you brought them before me? Because you said that you would sit in judgment. Yes, and my judgment is always death to Eclipse. Put them on the block.
What? Just random one day be like, no, I'm in a good mood. Shadowin, reveal their minds to me.
no, it's just like
Let me feast upon their secrets.
no, if I really wanted to be an asshole, I'd switch all of their minds into another body.
But
And-
Rando doesn't become a god; he becomes an eldritch.
And thus the word bacon was feared across all time.
It becomes why we say bear.
I'm just picturing him as just being like a bloodbender or something, just Shadowin just holding these people like puppets that no one else can see.
Yo, Zach.
I'm sure that's gonna be his secret power.
Yo, Zach. If any of us play Warlock next campaign, can you be the Warlock patron?
We'll see. He has to live first.
I mean, Rando has to become a god first, so you know,
Yeah.
baby steps.
I know. Any chance that Shadowwind has any eyes in this situation?
You know, I'll be honest. Since we got here, I haven't even talked to him. Probably for the best, he doesn't come out due to potential memories surfacing.
What's a Fey? I'm sorry, sorry. What's a Shadowin?
What's a Fey? A question asked in the Feywild.
Well,
What's a
tell us what's your intelligence score. Tom, we need to sit you down.
all the crickets that stop us go. The lion, the witch, and the nub of this bitch.
Rando's gonna just look over at Merrick, just giving the look of, should I?
I mean, it's not a conflict thing. You just caught out a buddy.
Well, so did I, and for some reason they only let Ichabod. He had a hat.
That is
See-
fair.
How do I put this? I guess I accidentally trapped my uncle. I don't know how to describe our relation. It's like we're partners, but
So, is this Dosselin's brother? Uncle thing?
no. Okay, long story short, he lost his memory, like some memories. I lost some of my memories from being here last time. I don't know if I want to remember everything that happened here. Because from what I do remember, it was shit.
Okay.
Then if you don't want to pull him out right now, I understand.
I'm assuming the Discord chat. Whose line is it anyway? What can't you do?
Okay, like, how do you describe that? How do you even, like, really explain?
I know what happened in this scene too.
Yeah. In propaganda.
Yeah.
Like,
So-
I don't know how else to describe. Yeah, he's kind of a fae because he got fucked over by the same guy I'm working with now.
I mean, it's.
Wait, which guy?
Here's the thing. You can either show not tell, or you can try and explain.
Yeah, you
Look,
can either
maybe
show
one
and
day-
risk imprisonment and memory wipe again.
Okay.
Wait, well,
Due to the current situation, I will not reveal him.
I understand.
Question. Tal has her hand raised again.
Yeah.
Yes,
Who imprisoned him? Who you're working with now?
Nephion, Lord of Bats.
Yeah, the archfey that I now work for.
Tal turns to use a. Are you taking notes?
Gavin Hawk, you beat me to the gift.
It's like, I like that it was like, are you taking notes? It's like, always.
Tal is just lost. She's so lost at this
Look,
point.
when as Gallus said that he doesn't know us, I don't necessarily know you guys, so I don't want to put all my cards down yet.
Which is why I'm willing to go to a conflict zone so that I may
All right.
so that I may prove myself with a zone of truth.
But
It is nothing personal, Gallus, but I would appreciate if we did that.
Well, if we're going to start sharing things,
Oh no.
I'm not actually a woman. No. No.
rips off boobs.
Oh my
Surprise!
god! How dare you betray me that way, Yuza? We are two proud, independent women who do not need no men.
I am actually Yuzo.
Exactly. Rips on a mustache. It's me, Lens Boy.
It was always Lensbar.
It's Alpha in heels.
Oh god.
I mean, it's like,
Lensmore has always been alpha.
look, it's been like what 3 years since we last saw him,
My little boy has grown up and come home.
Technically,
and learned how to read.
Technically, only
Alright.
two of you would even know what he looks like.
Ewok comes back from his missions like, hey guys, holy shit!
Okay.
Avog's dead.
Alpha
Yeah,
and some
dude,
fucking
like,
9-inch stiletto heels.
Anyway,
Yeah, sorry.
His mission is death. And he's been doing a great job at it.
But
But yeah,
yeah, anything else that you're?
Yeah, I do actually say. So the make sure I'm not about to fuck up the name. The Wizards Conglomerate. The people that apparently want the Inquisition to surrender. I may be a member of such an organization.
The exact one or a similar?
I could not understand you.
Testing 1, 2, 3.
He said
Yeah.
he said the exact same or a similar one.
Exact same one.
Beautiful.
Well, I used to be, and but I'm not entirely sure if they know that I'm not yet.
You know, you just took that 401k and ran. You're just like, yeah, I'm gonna use my 40 vacation days and liquidate my 401k, and don't read into that.
So essentially, the heads of the Wizards Conglomerate are known as the principals. Each one is a master of their particular school of magic. Hi, my name is Yuza Perik, former divination principal.
oh, well,
Former
okay.
and why former?
I may have murdered the necromancy principal.
Oh no, I can respect that.
Yeah.
Randall's just like, oh, props. Word.
Question again. Is that really a problem for someone in a necromancy principle? Isn't that their whole thing?
Oh, like I took his soul. He's not coming back.
Oh,
Like it's in your pocket? Can I see?
I mean,
Dallas is laughing.
I mean, again, if you just kill them, that's basically practice for them.
Walker, I pull out the pendant that I took. I mean, he might be in here. I don't know, actually.
Was his name by any chance Malcolm Blackmore?
oh no, trust me. No,
Actually,
no, he's still alive.
that's an excellent point. Are you 100% certain that he's in there?
I don't know. I doubt Identify would tell me everything about this thing. Like I said, I had to do extensive research to find out what I did.
Fair point.
And your organization feels
And it's only mine.
they're thinking they want us to just surrender.
According to him, yes.
What? Do you,
According to him.
yeah, do you have different opinions?
Well, I kind of, came to you hoping to get your help in murdering the rest of them.
Can do.
Now, are we
can do
talking
that.
like all of them or just all the necromancers? Because I can do either or.
Well, there's only one principal per school.
For now.
If there was another divination principal they didn't tell me about, I am going to be fucking pissed.
I mean, it's keeping a secret from a divination wizard. That's props.
Fair.
Because isn't your guys' thing all about like foreseeing?
Yes.
Okay. Just want to make sure my reading things were correct. What research I did was correct. Magic's still new to me as a caster.
And right.
So, okay, so if I understand correctly, your opinion is kill Eclipse, kill these guys too.
I mean, twist my arm.
Well, I mean, at first I thought they were the head of the problem.
Question: would it be a bad thing to kill off a apparently scholarly order?
Also,
I'm just playing Asmodeus' advocate here.
I do, in my opinion, there is a bigger resource management is also not being considered. Just because we removed the problematic figureheads, we would have new ones would have to be put in place that can actually care for the people properly, which is a much more difficult scenario.
Yeah, that's a question. Is the wizards conglomerate the heads of your country, or are they just a faction of your country?
Oh, we rule it.
It's a majocracy then.
So how's that going then?
Well, my town's fine. My area is fine. I had to put up a wall around it, but it's fine.
Commander,
Wait.
do you really want to topple a world government?
It's not exactly on my to-do list, but
I mean, Merrick, we did save a government before, so what? Saving one, destroying one? Let's balance it out a little.
here's the thing: Eclipse is just a cancer. If we can remove Eclipse from the problem, then so be it. But if they help Eclipse, then they've picked a side. And let's be fair, they didn't exactly give us a warm first impression by just strolling in here as if I would just succeed and surrender.
Eclipse has a very familiar set of methods.
I'm pretty sure he didn't want you in here expecting you to say yes.
So what was he expecting then?
Maybe he
Probably
was
exactly what you gave him.
Question:
Snark and anger.
did he want us to know?
Oh, absolutely.
But I mean, why would he want us to know?
People of my caliber are, in one word, efficient. We generally don't do something unless there is a meaning to it. If he
So-
came here expecting a no, that he was definitely looking for something else.
Well, it's possible it was some sort of subterfuge move of like trying to ask for help when disguised as in the worst disguised at all.
I could not understand that.
Yeah. Sorry, my brain broke halfway through.
Is it possible he was asking for it?
Asking for help?
Yeah,
By letting us know about this connection that Eclipse has.
I doubt it, but
It's hard to say.
We know that
Each of the principals did do a specific job for Eclipse, myself excluded. My tenure was short.
we do now know that Eclipse has this as a resource that would affect.
Just imagine what they could do
Oh.
with
Um,
oh, wait, how many schools? My brain is thinking how many schools
yeah,
of magic are there?
it's-
All right, so I think I got a general idea of a plan that could potentially work.
Curious to hear it.
Well, after this, we travel back to Yuza's country, and we destroy the resources that Eclipse has there, and then we build it up from there, and then they work with us.
This particular individual we met, he seems as though his family's at stake, and if they're harmed in this process, it's likely he will show resistance even if we were successful. The
Well,
problem is we can't protect everybody.
we don't necessarily have to protect everybody. We just gotta make sure that the ones we're protecting actually want us to protect them.
does
um,
anyone have sending?
Real quick,
Raise his hand.
can everyone make a perception check?
Yes,
Sure.
I can.
Natural 20.
Oh, thank God.
I had a question I was going to ask the group too.
That's
That's-
Also, Walker, in case it made any difference, my passive is
It wouldn't have mattered. The DC was super low.
Perception.
Perception 12.
That's intimidation. I'm looking at the wrong thing.
Ghetto 20.
Yep, just type it in there. Cool.
Tala is
I don't
not
suppose I
alive.
can use guidance on myself, can I?
No.
Okay.
I could use Portent though. What were
Yeah,
my
like I
numbers?
said, DC was super low. Yeah, the one thing that y'all notice is you have all been talking, which I honestly, me the DM is surprised y'all didn't notice this sooner, which is why I had to bring the perception check in. Yeah, the plate that he used to hold down his pamphlet is still there, and so is the immovable rod. He never took it.
It's immovable, though.
the
Oh,
right
I
button.
thought you said he did.
Can I turn
Nope,
off
I
the
said he
immovable
got it.
rod?
Wow, we're dumb.
I turn off the immovable rod. There's like a switch or something, right?
Yeah, like this thing is literally the size of like a small paperweight. Like I'm talking like this is the size of like a. This immovable rod is literally about the size of a D20, with
Okay.
a button on top.
Is the
Nice.
Adding
Is
that
he-
to my inventory.
is the talking pamphlet still there?
Yeah, that's why I was holding it down.
Tala's gonna pick it up and look threateningly at it.
What are you looking for?
Who are you reporting to?
The pamphlet doesn't talk.
Tala eats it.
Oh, no. Stop.
What are you doing?
What?
We can't let him report.
What?
Let's check it out and see if it's
Let's
bugged.
look at it for clues, maybe.
All right. Did we eat it?
Oh my god.
I like to imagine Gallus just full on tackle Tala. Like, no.
It's like you're
I'm
saying wife
kidding,
and
because I
baby.
know that we'd be in jail.
If we did what?
Only if we're caught.
I
Yeah.
love that your first reaction was just to eat it.
Oh!
So yeah.
I rolled. She rolled very low.
All right, guys. Shh.
That's not the thing I was
Yeah, so as you open it up, you see that there are, on each page, there are glyphs, some of which have just been, like, burnt out, in a sense that, like, they've been used. And then inside at the very center of this pamphlet, there is a note that is blank.
User, can you please identify these glyphs? Wait, did I just talk about the eyes of truth while there was a bug in the room?
Apparently,
So
we did,
you,
sir.
do you want to identify the glyphs?
No, we're not allowed to use magic.
I want to take a look at the note.
Okay. It's
I'm
blank.
gonna pull out my tinderbox. I'm gonna strike a match, and I'm gonna hold it under the note because you said blank.
If you're looking for invisible ink, none shows up.
Damn.
What does the note say?
It's blank.
Blank.
I'm just going to take out my wand and no, wait, that's Roland. Fuck.
Yeah, haha.
Just hand it here.
Okay. Can
Care.
I try and intimidate the booklet?
Don't touch the booklet.
Yeah, I
I
mean,
need those.
Okay,
things
I'm
identified.
gonna say this out of game, just because this is gonna save us a lot of time. While your rooms are non-conflict zones, so long as there is no one else in the room that is considered from a rival faction, you can cast magic in here.
That's what I
Okay.
figured. I'm like, as long as we
Yeah.
don't report ourselves, we're fine.
Well, no, it's not about reporting yourselves. It's the fact that you all are essentially here to report to represent the same organization. If y'all start using magic on one another, then
That's fine.
they're gonna like be like, oh, shame, shame, shame. But if you're like using magic to like identify something, like they're not gonna fucking kill you.
It's like you calling out a mage hand. It's like it's.
Yeah, like if you want to, like if you're a wizard and you pop out Mage Hand to flip the pages of a book because you're too lazy, like they're not gonna fucking slap you on the wrist for that.
The lines were unclear.
Yeah, I apologize. I should have said that your brochure said that on page 1, but I didn't because I'm a loser. And yeah, so your brochures say that on page 1 that you can cast in your room so long as you're not attacking someone.
User, please identify these glyphs.
Which means also you can cast Zone of Truth in here without having to go all the way to the fucking stadium.
Oh,
That's
hey.
cool. Cast
Unless-
Zone of Truth.
Unless one of us doesn't want to be Zone of Truth.
Well,
do
you can.
so
it's an area, so you can willingly step in.
yeah, you can willingly step into it or stay away from it. But yeah, you're casting Identify.
Yes.
Yeah, these are glyphs that are associated with the spell Magic Mouth, which allows
thank
you to
God.
implant a message within an object, and the message will be uttered when a trigger condition is met. So you can safely assume that him knocking on the door was a trigger condition, him introducing himself was a trigger condition, and him putting the plate over it was the final trigger condition for these 3 separate messages that have been burned through.
Nice.
So
those
it was pretending to be a pamphlet.
Yep.
That's why he was screaming.
Yep.
Oh.
Oh, we're idiots!
Hey,
oh,
Walker.
that's my screaming. Because it's
We
being
can't-
burned.
We came so close to almost having to burn down the Feywild.
Hey, Walker.
The entire
Walker,
plane just gone.
Walker, if you've ever wondered why I have to collude with other DMs to get the advantage on you guys in Audate, it's because I'm not as clever as you. Just want to say that out loud. Okay, moving on.
As for the note, there is illusory script written on it. Whoa, crazy.
Fuck.
Okay, hold on. Do I have see invisibility, or do I have to use my thing for that?
Spell magic.
Hold on.
No, if you dispel magic, it's gonna dispel the message.
Hold on. Let me check
Oh.
something. Let me check something.
A creature with true sight,
See invis.
can read the hidden message. Same with see invisibility. Additionally, one other thing is that if you beat the DC, or if you're the intended target, you can see it too. So
Yeah.
Rando, you can safely assume you're not the intended target because you couldn't read it.
Can I see
Merrick?
it?
Can any of us see it or read it?
Hi, Merrick.
The
Who
only
wants to be me?
the only people that can read it are Yuza and Merrick.
Mm-hmm.
Just naturally, or I have to use the thing?
No, you can see it naturally.
Okay. Okay, so what's that?
It's a room number.
Joy.
Before we get going, user, can you cast sending to Edmund and Blackmore?
Do I know who that is?
It's You never met them, so.
Oh, you never. Anyone of the Silver Dawn, just to. I want to send the Silver Dawn a mission just to investigate Cragslead.
Okay, I'm pretty sure I only met 2 people: the Mind Flayer and Avox Widow.
Yeah, you met Rita, the dogs, Thulnoggin, and a handful of.
I'm gonna mess with the dogs.
We met. Hold on. There was also Aaron.
Oh yeah, and Aaron with his delightful beret and panache.
Send it to Thulnoggin. And if we send it to Aaron, it'll take them a week to get the message to the right person.
At least you're self-aware of who you hired.
Yeah.
Yes, look,
rough,
he's
bud.
good at what he was hired to do. I don't know what he was doing training recruits.
You know, maybe Ilum had a few too many that day and is like, you know what? Fine, you can train them.
Yeah.
Is he the one hit him?
What I'm positive is someone he took someone's shift without telling them. We have a soldier drugged in a closet somewhere because everyone wanted to have fun.
Walker, is he the one to hit on Tala during training?
I don't think so.
Okay,
Possibly.
whoever it was.
Actually, wait, no, yes, because you're like, oh wow, you worship Soon too, and he's like, why, hello there.
Oh my god.
Before we go over to the room number, may I collect to attune to the let me quickly.
Well, specifically, there's a
So
room,
who am I messaging?
specifically there's a room number, a date, and a time.
Yeah, Thulnoggin, the mind flayer.
Yeah, so I would like to advise you the date and time is from 2 days from now at like around 6 p.m.
Gotcha. I would still like to attune to the Storm Striders. It's the Strides of the Storm Step.
All right, you attune to the strides of Storm Step after about 30 minutes to an hour, and you send a message to Thulnoggin. Well, it's like sending, right? Because it would have to be sending.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it has a 5% chance that they're on another plane. You want me to roll that?
No, I'll roll it.
Okay.
I will say, to attune to the Storm Step, I unattune to my Boots of Haste.
There you go. You're fine. I was basically gonna have it like if I rolled a 1 to 5, that was it. But 63, you're good.
Okay. So what do you want me to say?
We got time. Would you like to cast Zone of Truth on me?
Yes. And tell you, if you want, we can do it as the Fae do it. Question for a question. Also, are we sure that the pamphlet won't narc on us?
Well, it was only the
Yeah, and you didn't find any, like when you were identifying it, you didn't find any spells that like sent anything back to anyone else.
Put in if you want to be safe, you can just put in holding.
Okay. Let's do that. Whoever has a bag of holding, do that.
I got it.
I would like to remind you that
Guys, just so Walker can start thinking of a response while we do this, what do you want me to tell the Mind Flayer?
Tell him to inform that it's Merrick. Inform the spy master that I would like Cragslead investigated covertly. We cannot have agents detected. Like just make this a top priority covert ops mission. Send the best.
Send the best dudes.
Yeah.
What do you want to know? I live there.
Yeah. I want to know where Eclipse is within the organization, within the country, and I want to start forming ways to remove the tumor. Basically, I want to look for ways outside of the militaristic on removing Eclipse, because fighting them in like the fields of battle is not the way to deal with them.
Gotcha. I will be back in a quick second. Y'all do your Zone of Truth stuff.
Alrighty. Just would like to remind everyone, truth is it doesn't compel an answer.
No, you just can't speak a deliberate lie.
Right.
And you have to, if you do, you have to do a DC.
You make a save at the start of your turn every round.
That's what it is. Yeah.
As long as you keep making the save, you can keep lying.
But the thing is, the paladin knows you've made the save.
Yeah.
Right.
The caster knows when you fail their save.
Right.
So given a minute, I'm sure we all fail a charisma save.
At least once.
Even if we're
All right.
resisting.
It's a 60-foot thing. It's a 60-foot thing. So 50-foot radius. So we are
15-foot radius.
I said 15. I'm
15.
an accent.
I was like, what kind of ore do you have?
A big one. Okay. Zone of Truth. Turn in that spell slot.
I willingly failed the saving throw.
All right. Does your organization or you have any negative plans towards Merrick Gilder or the organization as a whole?
None.
Okay.
I myself do not hold any ill will towards Merrick. And as for my organization, as far as I understand, they don't see him villain either. They share the same goals of defeating Eclipse.
Okay. And do you have plans that may potentially compromise our mission? A conflict of interest, shall we say?
I gotta think about that one, just because my immediate answer is no, but I want to make sure this is 100% correct.
Gallus has some people he wants dead, doesn't he?
I mean, don't we all?
Yeah, exactly.
I would say less want, more need, but
At that point, I feel like if he was like, "Yes, you see, I need these certain people dead," I feel like the entire room would be like, "I get it, I understand."
It's like, oh, why did you open with that?
We both trust you right away. We all want someone dead.
Oh, Hawk, can you repeat the question for me?
Would you potentially have a
Conflict
of interest or ulterior motive that may hinder our plans?
I would definitely depend on the situation that's presented to us. I said I want Eclipse dead, but I want certain Eclipse dead above all else.
Will your plans potentially endanger Merrick Gilder's life?
I want to avoid that at all cost. I would not intentionally put him at risk, or any of you.
And I'm assuming he is telling the truth on this, because
Yeah, I'm choosing to fail my safety.
All right. Okay then. Commander, do you have any questions?
Well, how about you, Mr. Ranto? You do not trust me? If you have any questions that could use your confidence.
I mean, in all honesty, as long as you don't try and get in our way for the mission that we're trying to do, I'm perfectly fine with you. Look, I've literally been stabbed in the back, so
You have?
yeah.
I've been shot in the
sorry.
back with an arrow.
What was that?
Gallus. I was just saying. Yeah, I know. Like both of us have been like shot in the back with arrows. But Gallus, I have a question for you.
Yes.
What is your favorite color?
Green. No. It's blue.
Who's your favorite? Of everyone in the group, who's your favorite and why is it Rando?
I choose not to answer this one.
He's guilty. Hang him.
She's not to answer.
Because he's the best. That is the answer.
I noticed I'm the only one taking part here.
Does anyone else have any questions? I had the spell up for a while.
Yes, if you.
I mean, I got nothing to hide. If anyone have any questions for me, go ahead.
Like I said, Mr. Ryan, if you want to be doubly cautious of my motivations, you're free to ask me.
I don't have anything to hide either. If anyone wants to ask me anything,
I mean, if you know of me, you should know why I'm even here.
No, I have no questions for you.
Yeah, but I'm just trying to figure out why you don't trust me.
Mm,
When you finally meet your father, do you truly
see-
intend to kill him?
Rando, you
Oh! Oh!
Rando, you see a smile cross Gaz's face. I will admit, that was my lie when I said I didn't trust you.
You fucker, don't try to do that to me. Don't try and make me feel.
Did you hear what I said about?
Yeah, I heard you. What's the DC?
He looks so fat, Rando. I am your son.
What's-
DC is, let me pull it up quick. 18.
And is this wisdom, intelligence,
Charisma.
charisma? Oh fuck me.
I feel bad. I should not probably.
And that's why I'm all the way over here.
Probably shouldn't have revealed Tala's DC to everybody.
I mean,
Why not?
I mean, that's a high DC.
like, what are we gonna do with that? we still have to roll it.
Fair.
God, I want to so bad. You have no idea how much I actually would kill, like how much I want to kill him, but I know I can't.
Why not?
Because no matter how many bad things he has done, no matter how many close people he has taken from me, they are in a better place than the shit world that we are currently in. The only thing I am truly mad about is the fact that I didn't get to say goodbye to him. Not just my father, but Avok. I didn't get to say goodbye to either of them. And that is something I can't forgive him for.
Oh.
I truly am sorry, Rando, for what happened.
Yeah, well, you win some, you lose some. Rolled the dice and I lost that time.
Well, maybe
Should have taken the lucky feet.
maybe things will improve. Maybe you'll get your chance to make him give his comeuppance.
My dad's basically immortal. Literally no cell can last long enough for him.
I mean, at very least you can still just kick him in the nards.
Okay, that probably will stop him for maybe another 50 years before he has another kid.
Yes, castration.
I mean,
We knew the Trepidossalin.
I don't know. I mean, you can't really blame the child for the sins of the father, though. I'm sure some of your siblings turned out okay.
I've never met any of them except for Ari, my adopted brother.
Well, it was Kino.
Yeah.
Okay, but I don't count him.
Well, yeah, he cut
This is the zone of truth, and I'm saying that.
What do you want to find, Trapitala?
Oh, like I said, he's done a lot of horrible things, and I just really want to kick the shit out of him.
There's a long line, even his own kids.
I'm aware. Well, since I was kind of harsh towards Trapit hurt my mother, and I want to make him pay for that.
I'm sorry.
Cost her dearly, caused her to be cast out of her order.
If you don't mind my asking, what way did he hurt her?
Very complicated.
Are you Rando's sister?
No.
See, I was thinking about it, but I'm all...
You're the zone of truth, Hawk.
Like, no, no.
Yeah,
fucking
but
way.
he's also the one person who can lie in it.
Oh fuck you guys!
Actually,
He can make
I'm,
his own save.
I'm not certain about that.
Well, yeah, he has to make his own save, but we don't know if he makes the save.
Yeah,
or not.
that's the problem.
Oh my god, yeah, no. Even the caster's not safe.
Oh yeah, no, it's why it's a dangerous spell.
If you
Well,
drop it on yourself, yeah.
Yeah,
well,
which...
Yuza, if you must know, yes.
What?
I rolled a 2.
Screaming!
I think this is where the "It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia" ending theme starts playing.
Every time we play, like, oh, you're just surprised. You're family.
I think on that note, we should wrap soon. If not, end on that note.
Yes.
Unless anyone's had any questions for you, so.
Yuza.
Yes.
Well, where's your magic coming from? You're a very unique caster.
Magic. You said, who are you related to?
Who is
Wait
your
a
daddy
fuck-
and what does he do?
Well, let's roll safe.
Somebody cast Bane on this tiefling.
Oh, that's a natural 18.
I was about to...
See, this is why.
But we've been in the zone for a while now, so I rolled 2 more times just to be fair.
So put this here.
That one's a natural 4. The speed! The speed!
I already had them transparent.
So, Rando, hi, my name is Telesoon.
Oh my god.
I like to
I'm
think the
your-
last person is in character.
I'm your younger sister.
Dad, you whore!
Yep. My mother was a Deva, and because of Trappish, she isn't. So, yeah.
I need some time to process this.
First of
Random
all,
just goes out. Random just locks himself on the balcony.
Oh my god.
The entire Feywild can hear a scream in the background.
And closed door.
I like the idea that the gif you just sent of Drax the Destroyer is literally Avok when he comes back.
Hey guys, what I miss? Oh no!
I was not expecting this. Like, when you said he married my dad, I'm like, no. There's no way. No.
You expected Hawk to make a character that wasn't related to you in some way?
No! I wasn't expecting this! I'm not the youngest?
Happy
And you are.
birthday, big bro.
That's weird, don't say that.
Guys, this like I just revealed I'm a part of an ancient secret organization, and this isn't the biggest bombshell.
Oh my god. What is happening?
Yeah, I just revealed I'm a member of the organization that just asked the Inquisition to surrender.
I don't care about that. I have more family.
Yeah.
Hawk! Even when he's not here, Traffic continues to prove that he's the best character.
Yes.
I think that's kind of where we have to end
We need to end it. We're done.
This is where we have to end
Yeah,
this.
And this, everybody, is where we will be ending another exciting session of Platinum Watch. Zach, please mute yourself.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. I just don't want you to die on the thing.
Sorry for killing
as-
the Game Walker.
As always, I have been your ever-present Dungeon Master, Walkmaniac C, and with me are once again my amazing role players who consistently tie back into the world lore that I've consistently cultivated and create characters that continue to boggle my mind. Going from right to left, we have Vexitol24 playing Yuzuperic.
Oh my god.
Red Beast 13 playing Gallus Morgulus.
I was planning on holding on to that for so much longer, but damn, it was good.
Zodiac Zack 19 playing Rando Mishorm.
I guess I'm an older sibling to multiple.
Yeah, there's more than one. Storm Sage 13 playing Merrick Gilder.
Merrick just looking at this all, just like, what the fuck is my life?
And the Hawk of Bridge playing Talasoon.
Wait, I'm not the youngest?
No, you are.
Yay!
On that
I'm the
note,
baby.
on that note, we will be calling it a night. Good night. Have a good one. And drink water. Love yourself. This is Paylor. Bye.